It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego politico, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't the politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my ego, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my ego diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't the politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't.
Hello there.
Mayegun la wa mo la mo to dodo. Mayegun la wa mo la mo to dodo.
Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from tonight or this evening or whatever. Top of the moment to you. This is Mayegun live. Thank you so much. Read the caption of this broadcast as you are joining, or read beyond the rider, the title. Read the description as well. Share it, like it. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell all of them that Mayegun today.
Yes, right.
I think yesterday in Wanyang, the Ohaneze Ndigbo's leader died at the age of 81. And then Senator Ifeanyi Ubah, that is running to be a governor in Anambra, also died in London yesterday. While thiefnubu is panicking, APC is forgetting. We are counting down to the day of rage. We are counting down the showdown day. Thank you. Thank you. Today. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you. And you're welcome to the brunch time with Mayegun, the weekend extra. That's what we're going to be calling it. Right? So we are counting days to the August 1st. And the, the grip or the fear of the 1st of August on Nigeria politicians as we speak is palpable. It is obvious. The main concern of thiefnubu and his gang is not to negotiate anything. It is not to provide any solution different from what they have been, pushing to you. Give them rice. Give them money. Anyone that complains after that is enemy of Nigeria. The same style, the same approach, but the days are counting. Yesterday, their police IG, Egbetokun, illegal police IG. Please write that down. Write it down. Your IG is illegal police IG. Okay? They have decided to amend the law to extend its stay illegal. So he came out and he said, everybody is having, they have this report. They all have this intelligence report. There is information. There are some people, they are organizing to hijack this. There are some people, they want to cause violence. There are some people who want to, so because we have this intelligence report that some people are planning this, so the best solution is what? Just suffer in silence, okay? Don't give those people who want to come and hijack it, don't give them a chance. Just don't participate. Don't come out at all. That is their solution. They are the ones who wants to cause violence. They are the ones who wants to come and burn down buildings and loot shops. They are the ones who are intending and gathering right now to kill people. They are the ones paying people to tell you that protest is not the answer. I have heard people on this platform who have come to the public and said, the reason why this is going to fail is because they alerted the thiefnubu's government beforehand that they shouldn't have told them which kind of protest person they choose dates. But you guys are those who are probably have Martin Luther King as your, one of your role models, right? Right. The people that are driving this narrative of this is a waste of time, it's going to be a waste, it's going to be they are the same people who are mobilizing everyone, paying a lot of people right now. Afa, pastor, babalawo, oloro, royal fathers, politicians, and hungry twats all over the place to go and appear on TV and tell people to spread fear. So, but people are not deterred. Listen to me. No matter what you read online, they are continuing to make you believe that this is not going to happen. Yes, there are those behind why they want you to believe that it is not worth it. So you will see 5, 6 people. They will put themselves together in front of camera. And they will say, oh, we, the Ijo Consolidated Youth for Progress. On behalf of all Ijo people, we say no to protest. You say, Punch newspaper, headline. Ijaw youths opted out of the protest. You will see some weary as well. We are Sokoto Youth Association of Progress. We are, you will see 3 people or 5 people again. They will group themselves in front of camera. We, the Consolidated Youth of Sokoto Progress of Nigeria, we are saying no. Then you will see it. This day newspaper, the Nation newspaper. Sokoto Youth says no to protest. This is all the narrative they have been pushing, and it's deliberate. But all of this point to one thing. These guys have no plan, okay, to actually fix any problem that you are talking about. They are shouting anarchy. They are shouting violence. Even police IG says foreign mercenary. See, these guys they've blamed the Nigerians in diaspora. They say the Nigerians in diaspora, they complain too much. Say everything is hard in Nigeria. Nigeria is bad. Yeah. They are the ones who are inciting protest. When that one didn't fly, they said, now the Igbos. It is the Igbos. They don't like thiefnubu. That is why they want to protest. When that one didn't fly, they went on, they said, now Obi, because he lost 2023 election. It is not because they increased your electricity tariff by 300%. It is not because you are battling with hyperinflation, the worst in the whole world. You are battling with that right now. You are battling with unemployment. You are battling with upcoming starvation. You are dealing with kleptomaniacs, thieves, who don't, probably they have created their own world. They live in their own bubble, right? It is not because you can no longer pay for your medication. You can no longer feed your children. You no longer, your job, your business is dying. Your job can no longer, your take-home pay can no longer take you home. No. It's not because of that. It's because Obi lost election. That's why they want to protest. Don't join them. Oh, it's because the Igbos, they don't like thiefnubu. That's why you don't join them. Oh, I mean, people are going on TV to say that to Nigerians in Nigeria. Yeah, we know that you are a little bit suffering. They are underplaying your problems. And they are hyperventilating the paranoia that they are putting themselves in. They are paranoid. And because they are paranoid, they are not interested in fixing any problem. So they have made themselves defensive. I mean, this one is not working. This is why, look at this. You cannot be doing things like that. You say, what do you mean? Is it today that they started doing it like that? They have become defensive. If you complain, they will stand up to defend. And then they will attack you. So you don't know that even if people don't choose dates for any protest, calamity looms already in Nigeria. These guys, they are not interested in fixing anything. They will make it worse. And they are panicking right now. So, what do you call it? They activated the royal fathers. No, I don't want to call them royal fathers anymore. I think we should find another better names for them. This is not royal. These are just, royal thugs or royal bandits. Give them something like that. You have seen the Islamic jihadists, terrorists, coming to you talking about peace. Peace in hunger. Who is peaceful when you are hungry? How can you be peaceful? So they are underplaying what they have done. They are escalating what they are imagining. And they are building. This is the madness. So they are actually building. They are preparing. Like person preparing for war that they only imagine in their head. So now it is the foreign mercenaries. Foreign mercenaries are coming to hijack protests in Nigeria. That is what their police IG said. That is where we are going to start this afternoon.
The planned protest scheduled for August 1st, 2024 across the country. We have been monitoring developments surrounding protest threats While some groups call for violent protests, emulating Kenya's recent events, others advocate for peaceful demonstrations. However, some individuals promote peaceful protest with violent undertones, raising concerns about their sincerity. We have our own history of violent protests in Nigeria, and I don't believe we have to look to other countries to note the dangers of unchecked demonstrations. We commend patriots who have withdrawn from the protest due to the apparent sinister motives and ignorance of those calling for violence. We note those who have spoken out against any form of protest at this critical juncture, fearing enemies of our country may be manipulating the process. We confirm their fears are genuine, as we have credible intelligence on foreign mercenaries' involvement in this planned protest. The Nigerian police urge all Nigerians to exercise caution and think twice before joining any protest group. While we alert citizens to the sinister motives of certain groups planning to wreak havoc, it has become clear that even a peaceful protest at this time may be ill-timed. We issue a stern warning to clandestine groups plotting to destabilize the country and hoodlums seeking to exploit protests for their criminal agendas. We will not tolerate the killing of innocent citizens, destruction of public infrastructure and private property, or looting of private businesses. We acknowledge the constitutional right of Nigerian citizens to peaceful assembly and protest. However, in the interest of public safety and order, we urge all groups planning to protest to provide necessary details to the Commissioner of Police in the state where protest is intended to take place. To facilitate a successful and incident-free protest, they should please provide the following information. 1. Proposed protest routes and assembly points. 2. Expected duration of the protest. 3. Names and contact details of protest leaders and organizers. 4. Measures to prevent hijacking by criminal elements, including key identifiers for possible isolation of potential troublemakers. By providing this information, the police will be enabled to deploy adequate personnel and resources to ensure public safety, designate specific routes and areas for the protest to avoid conflicts with other events or activities, establish clear communication channels with protest leaders to address any concerns or issues that may arise, minimize the risk of violence, property damage, or other criminal activity. We encourage all protesters to cooperate with the police, obey the law, and adhere to global best practices for peaceful assembly to guarantee a safe and successful exercise of their rights. We are committed to working with all Nigerians to promote peaceful expression and maintain public order. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. May the God of all creations help us to build our nation.
But there is something we have to take out of that message. There will be protests in Nigeria from the 1st. In fact, it's starting from the 29th. But that one is not really promoted or really lauded. So the police IG in Nigeria, as tactically or so, or tactfully, he has approved that they have no choice, but it's going to happen. But they are concerned about foreign mercenaries, about criminals who want to probably carry out criminal activities during the protest. They want to prevent the breakdown of law and order. Brilliant. They want to know where this protest will take place, okay? And the routes, great. This is just the duty of police, normal. But asking the leaders, because they are still looking for leaders, that's one thing they hated. Who are the leaders? Who are the leaders of the protest in Nigeria? This man has an answer. Here.
Who are those sponsoring protests against President Tinubu? There are three. 1. Tinubu's own ineptitude. 2. Unabated insecurity. 3. Worsening mass abject poverty. Who are those
You want to hear it again? Who are the three leaders sponsoring protests against thiefnubu in Nigeria? Again, please, sir.
Who are those sponsoring protests against President Tinubu? There are three. 1. Tinubu's own ineptitude. 2. Unabated insecurity. 3. Worsening mass abject poverty.
Thank you, sir. Those are the people you would have to go and collect their contact numbers or IG. Okay? You will go and look for those three. Since you have no intention of arresting them, in fact, we would like you to arrest them. Arrest those three and watch. There will be no protest anywhere. This, my friend, again. What can stop these protests? The following.
It's obvious now that Nigerian politicians don't want this protest to hold because of one reason or the other. I understand. We understand. Most time you need to see things from the angle where other people they see them. And I can see it. I watched the video where Senator Joseph Okalo they talk say protest is not the answer. They went as far as even bringing out Oro on the day of protest. So you too, we need to, are they serious? We need to see things from their own angle. So now I don't come talk say, okay, I know things we wanna go do. As senators, as Nigerian government, this protest no go hold. And they tell you the truth. You get what you wanna go do, you no go hold. I'm gonna give you an expo. Number 1. On that day of protest, this is an expo, I'm not tell anybody. On the day of protest, I'm gonna just talk say they don't bring food down. Yam will be selling 300 naira. Talk say NEPA go just bring light. Tariff go reduce. Transportation they go reduce it. Then now call talk say you get one place where they employ youth. Say they need about 100,000 youth to come and get employment. That's it. They will not go begin to employ. That minimum wage will not talk 70,000. No, we just increase them. Talk say no, this money increase them to 1 something or 200 and something thousand. You increase them. You can't go market, maybe you go buy a bag of rice. Because it's a bag of rice now at 30,000. People don't go get time. Who won't get time protest? People go inside. Because people go there occupied with buying foodstuffs in the market. Because it's cheap now. You will be there occupied. In submitting letters, submitting CV for employment, they do interview. Before you know it, 15 days don't pass. Before you know it, people don't start work. Nobody will come get time again. The protest no will come hold. You get, but this one I just did now. They talk, I'm saying, I don't think no, you know, go make sense. Action. It's na expo. No. Expo. You can't talk say fuel now like 100 naira. Drop it and fuel na 100 naira. Cars go just they go they buy fuel. They don't go remember anything protest. They go they occupied. People will go marry. People go put their marriage that day because many people now will no one marry now because of yam. You won't go in state go marry this period. Only the video feed one. When you know the price of yam, you go say make you put out for pending instead. May I go protest? But if you hear say yam don't come down, no, go say okay, make protest whole. Ma go buy yam. Go my marriage. If I know it, protest don't go whole again. Everybody go they happy. Win-win. But this one I use empty-handed. They talk people say don't protest, don't protest. Then hunger they catch them. Even the APC members self, they indecisive. They go talk say protest no go hold. They can't go market, maybe they buy something. They will say I think it's cost too. They can't go back. They talk say should I protest or should I not? Even babes. Babes, when they talk, say, make I go chop this guy, finish. Okay. You know, go still say the guy too, they talk, say, I go chop this babe, finish. Everybody now gold digger. You get the dig, the guy they dig. The worst part be say, none of them get the gold. You don't read though.
Don't read you. So that's an expo I thought I should share with us before we get so deeper into all of this. And then on the part of those who want to cause trouble, since the IG acknowledged those who want to do peaceful, if you see those who want to cause trouble, they have a solution for you too. What should the IG do? My brother, please tell them.
And hunger in Nigeria presently. But adding to that hunger and hardship is also an housing crisis in Abuja, where people have to, with 6 times of your salary, you will still be living far away at the outskirts of the town. And this is not something that should be obtainable in any country that is responsible to its citizens. We have also raised the fact that the sacrifice that the government claims to be making, they are not making any sacrifices. They are actually making us, the people, sacrifices for them to keep being rich. To move to the last section, protest is our democratic right. We stand with Nigerians, and the time for mass struggle is now. This might be the major part which is most controversial about this press conference. And it is that since the charter for a protest has started earlier this month, the federal government has come out in many ways to try to discourage us from protesting. Our parents did not fight against the military. They did not fight against the military, lose their lives fighting against the military just for us to come and lose the right to protest. Because the right to protest is the most sacrosanct part of democracy. In fact, many people who do not know about the fact that we are supposed to have a protest about hunger and hardship are going to be coming to this protest just because they are angry at the fact that they are telling us to not protest. Which equivocally states that Nigerians have the right to protest, peaceful assembly, and free speech. No government, no matter the number of votes you got in an election, has the right to stop the people from dissenting. And what we've seen recently is that the government has been threatening, and they are saying that because of the issues of national security, that we should not embark on the protest, that they have intelligence, that some people want to hijack the protest and make it violent. Please, a responsible government, by now, if they are saying that since like 2 weeks ago, by now you have identified those people who want to cause violence and take them out of the space. And so that we that want to do peaceful protest can peacefully protest. But they are not doing that. Instead, they are asking us to not protest. Now, the demands of our protest, the question is that in a democracy, I can decide I want to protest for anything. The demand of the protest should not be justified. So one of the arguments that they've been making is that our demands are not justified. Tinubu is still working. The demands of a protest does not have to be justified before we can have a protest. And so this is the point we are making. We are saying that if Nigeria is going to be a democracy, the government should be urging Nigerians to exercise their rights to be citizens of their country, which is their right to protest. Our government should understand that an unused right is an abused right. And so we are going to use our right to protest by August 1. On this basis, we support the call of mass protest by Nigerians everywhere across the country. That protests should start by August 1 to address all of these issues with the theme of end bad governance. We will not fold our arms while political office holders mislead our country into ruin and peril and hardship and hunger and poverty. Last but not the least, let us make it clear that the security threat that the government has been giving us, we hear it very loud and clear. We are not leaders of the protest. We are mobilizers of the protest. Just like NSAS, our protest is the protest of the masses. No leaders are going to be picked up. No leaders are going to be coerced and manipulated to relinquish our struggle until our demands are met. On that basis, we would like to state clearly that we are using this opportunity to warn the Nigerian police that if you want to come to our protest, please come and protest against your unpaid salary. Come and protest against your low salary, your low allowances. Come and protect protesters. Come and protect protesters. Please do not come to incite violence in our protest. No state agents or agent provocateurs should come to our protest to incite violence. They will be dealt with decisively, and not by us. We can only promise that we will mobilize for protest. We will not stop Nigerian masses from defending themselves. If they have been attacked, if they have learned from NSAS and the massacres that was the major feature of NSAS, we will not stop them from defending themselves. And so we are warning the Nigerian government to not incite violence, because they have history of inciting violence during protest. We still have pictures of people holding machetes attacking protesters in Lagos. We must also state this clearly, that some have said that our protest is because we want to install a military government. We detest military dictatorship. Let that be loud and clear. Our protest is for our right to live as human beings in our own country. And for that reason, we do not support a military takeover. And so nobody should blackmail us that those are protesting are in support of a military takeover of Nigeria. We are exercising a democratic right, which is the right to protest. And on that basis, we want to also warn the military that Nigerians have learned from Lekki massacre and other massacres during the NSAS. We want to warn the DSS that we have learned over the years, and we will not stay silent, because you can beat people, but they will defend themselves. And we will not be responsible for that. It will be on.
God bless you, brother. Now, that is straight to the point. Unambiguous statements. They have demands. And these demands must be met before the protests will be called off. Now, any other thing that you are kind of throwing at them, they are your imagination. All the talk, all the nonsense they are paying people, in fact, mobilizing people for, they are absolute inconsequential. Their words, it's very clear. Here is another chart, which to those of you, this one is for those of you who are already having mini stroke in your brains. The moment Sowore's name is mentioned in what is going on right now. See, he is not in contention for to be a leader of anything in this regard, to the best of my own understanding. Your insecurity is what majority of you are projecting. And if you really, really want things to be different and not glory hunters, because most of you as well, most of these guys are also glory hunters, and they project this on people. They won't do, but they won't let those who want to do. So he said it in his own word that the situation of Nigeria is beyond anybody trying to come and say I'm this or that. If you are still in that mentality, you haven't got, you are still living in a shell. Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Calling for protests at this time and all of that is even like a saving grace. Because you see, if a revolution should kick up, like lawlessness, breakdown of law and order and everything, that won't be because of those who wanted a better place. It will be because of those who doesn't want them to have a better place. And around that time, everybody loses, right? Good. So Sowore make it clear, right, that it's not about who lives or nothing. The situation in Nigeria has gotten so bad, right, that it is just a matter of time before the implosion.
The approaching storm is still approaching.
Oh yes, it's just a matter of time. And it's going to happen whether I lead it or not. It's just a matter of time. It's a ticking bomb, because you cannot hold people to ransom for this long and you will not be suffering consequences for it. It's going to blow up in their faces. It's a matter of time. You heard it from me, and you can arrest me after I said it, but that would not stop the revolution.
Hopefully not. Mr. Sowore, very, very delighted to have you here.
Thank you.
It is going to happen. And as for the August 1st, that young man was on TV, so was Sowore as well. I will share that with us. Here.
It is just an excuse to ensure that they crush the democratic rights of Nigerians. And we will not allow that. Long struggle for democracy in Nigeria will not be lost because one person wants to consolidate their power.
Okay, Ibukun Olua, right now we have the person who released the long list of demands on the planned protest is now with us and joining us via Zoom. Omoyele Sowore. Hello, Sowore.
How are you? Good morning, and it's nice to be on your show. I mean, it's afternoon now, yes. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Yes, very quickly, I've gone through your list of demands and find out that some of what you are actually rooting for they really sound outrageous at the moment. You know, one of which is the returning to the fuel subsidy regime, scrapping of the Senate, immediate scrapping of the 1999 Constitution, amongst others. So, do you really want these demands, or you just want to go on protests?
No, we want the demands, and these are just minimum irreducible demands. Nigerians should actually have 64 demands, one demand per year since we got independence. But we don't want to make them too bogus. That's why we want these foundational solutions to Nigeria's problem. And one of them is to replace the 1999 Constitution, because that Constitution is one of the sources of our problems. Let the people come together and design their own Constitution, just like the way Americans came together and wrote their own Constitution and then improved upon it. You cannot impose a military design Constitution on people and start amending it. It's like building on nothing. So it's as simple as that. Asking to change the Senate is to reduce waste. There's nothing the senators are doing for Nigerians. They have gone on a 7 weeks break now, left the country. They are mostly contractors and extortionists. Let's just have a part-time legislative system, unicameral legislative system. People come and make laws, they go back home, they will have other jobs instead of making it a full-time job and a burden on the finances of the country. Pay Nigerian workers 250,000 Naira minimum wage. I don't need to tell you, this week, since we started talking about the protests, they called the labor leaders and approved 70,000. Who is celebrating, except the labor leaders themselves, who were doing bosa shamefully at the Aso Rock Villa. It didn't solve the problem because 70,000 Naira is not going to buy you a bag of rice. So these are very, very reasonable demands. They're not outrageous at all. There's nothing outrageous about this demand. Asking you to clean up your electoral system by purging the INEC of people who are corrupt and who are useless, it's not outrageous. Removing the chairman of INEC who conducted some of the worst elections, is that outrageous? Asking them to remove people who are partisan relationship and put very neutral and independent and credible people to conduct elections, is that outrageous?
Okay.
I don't know what you mean by outrageous.
Well, the government's response to this is that government's response to this will be that they're already working on most of these demands that you have made. And the results will be felt in, of course, the mid to long term. It's not something that's going to happen immediately. Now, you're even talking about immediately scrapping the Senate and removing the 1999 Constitution. Of course, we had a confab which took months, So how realistic, how feasible do you think this is going to be?
We are not asking for a confab. Confab is usually the gathering of people that are friends of those in power. You know that whenever they want to have a confab, they ask you to elect someone and then they choose majority. We are talking about a sovereign confab, where the decision of that conference will not be subject to the whims and caprices of those in power. The only people who can ratify the content of this sovereign conference are the people through a referendum. That is the basic ways constitutions are made. Why are we making this sound complicated? And we can do that in a very short time. When South Africa ended apartheid, they had an interim constitution, and we can still use the 1999 constitution as an interim constitution. And then they went and made a constitution that defined the new relationship. As I said earlier today on the radio show, it's just like you get married to somebody, and then the person discovers that, look, this marriage doesn't have any solidity in it. He says, let's go and do a traditional marriage. Let's say our family. We finish seeing our family. The family said, this is our culture, this is our tradition. And then you leave the place and they say, can we get a court document? You go to a registry and you get a document that shows that you are legitimately married. And so that, it becomes a legal marriage. and then you can go to church and celebrate it. That's the referendum, in my view.
We
It's
see
not to
that
break it down to
protests
those who
in
feel it's
Nigeria
complicated.
have always been hijacked by hoodlums, which turns out
Hijacked by
so
who?
why do you
By
still
who?
why do you still insist
It's not
on
true.
going?
It's not true.
No,
The
it is
person
true.
who was
We've
speaking
seen
before
several.
me-
We've even seen when you were arrested and tear gassed, locked up with some of your friends or your cronies. But then you see that most times violence is always the major issue whenever protest. It's been hijacked by hoodlums. So why do you still embark on these? Why do you always still go on this kind of protest, knowing the outcome of it?
Except with due respect, you are referring to those in government as hoodlums. Then I'll agree with you. Because they're the ones who hijack peaceful protests.
Well, I've never seen a government official coming to join a protest or coming to get violent when these things are happening.
Have you never seen a police officer attacking protesters? Are they not government officials?
When they go violent,
Peaceful
isn't
protest.
it?
No. Are you telling me that those who are at Lekki Tollgate were violent when the soldiers came, they were singing national anthem, waving
Okay.
Nigerian flag?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
So they
tell
violent?
us. Sure, please.
We can't just move on from these narratives because we are now on the cusp of a revolutionary period.
Okay, let's move on. Tell us, who are those faceless individuals sponsoring these protests?
Nobody is faceless.
Okay, could you share with us some of those sponsoring you?
Yes. Hunger, poverty, corruption, insecurity, unemployment. They are the ones sponsoring us. How about that?
Well, when I say sponsor, I mean bankrolling in monetary terms.
Nobody's bankrolling anybody. Everybody's contributing the little they have to make this protest a reality. That's what we are doing.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Moye.
If anybody was bankrolling anybody, the government would have put out the account statements. So don't let them deceive you. Nobody's bankrolling anybody.
All right, thank you very much for your intervention.
You see that idiot presenter? I decided to share that with you to that far so that you can understand the kind of bondage without social media, the kind of bondage they put the people of Nigeria in. By characters like that on TV, on radio, misleading people, pushing government-sponsored narratives to millions of people every day of their lives. Do you see the battle? The battle where people have to be like, is that true? Because they've been fed with so much lies for so long by TV presenters like that. I mean, come on. What kind of questions are those? Who is bankrolling you? Who are those sponsoring you? Why are you always going on this protest? Oh, police only attack you because you are violent. Like, what the heck? So sometimes when you want to, you get what I mean now? Whenever you want to talk about Nigerians who are doing much to say they want to stand up here and there, or whenever you want to talk about Nigeria generally, and we say, oh, they are all slaves. Don't be like that. Kindly choose your word carefully. Some, yeah, that would probably be right. But with thousands like that guy on TV, on radio, newspapers, everywhere, even educated people have been made to become dumb, stupid, ignorant. And that is why the tribalism, ethnicism, religious fanaticism, that is why they are so much prevalent in Nigeria. They are so much obvious in Nigeria, tearing the place apart. People like that on TV, on radio, pushing the narrative that help the government to spread the fear mongering instead of them to actually educate the public. And if you don't know much, you brought on a guest, right? Man, it's sickening, right? So again, the people sponsoring the protest are...
Who are those sponsoring protest against President Tinubu? There are three. One, Tinubu's own ineptitude. Two, unabated insecurity. Three, worsening mass abject poverty. Who are those?
So you can't move away from that. You see all those nonsense that anarchy, you always need to anarchy. The job of the police is to protect those who are protesting and arrest those who want to cause problems. And the only people who have been threatening people have been APC, Egbekegbe, ignorant agberos, thugs, terrorists, Islamic jihadists. These are people threatening people.
Ẹ máa wá Yorùbá gan-an ẹni ẹ fẹ́ protest ṣé Tinubu ni problem yín ni àbí ẹ̀yin gan we Nigeria we are àti lazy jù àfẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ kí ni problem wa kí ni problem àwa Yorùbá gan fúnra wa Awúsá kúrò ń bẹ Ìgbò wà bẹ wọn protest ó ṣe jẹ́ àwa fúnra wa la fẹ́ máa léra wa kúrò níbi táwa ibi tọ́lọ́run ti ṣe fún wa tọ́lọ́run ti gbà fún wa tó yẹ pé èèyàn ti wá Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ló wà ń bẹ as a president. What are you protesting for? Kí lẹ̀ ń protest fún? Kí lẹ̀ ń protest fún? Nígbà tó kọ́ àwa ní ìsàwá Yorùbá lẹ́ni ẹ fẹ́ protest. Tó bá ti bí yàrá yá anybody dẹ́ni Yorùbá dá. Ọjọ́ tó ní wọ́n fẹ́ protest yẹn ẹ jáde síta tẹ lọ protest. Tẹ bá rí mi ta tẹ pa mí. Kí ni mo fẹ́ protest fún? Kí ni Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed the president kí ló ṣe fún yín? Go and work tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ tó bá ṣe pọ̀ lẹ́ni wá. Ọlá pé ayọ̀ ọ̀lẹ mélòó ní ìjọba fẹ́ ṣe ìlú tó ti dàrú ìlú tó ti bàjẹ́ ṣé believe pé president kan máa jí lọ́jọ́ kan àbí Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá Ahmed máa jí lọ́jọ́ kan ó máa tún gbogbo ìlú ṣe ni it's not possible it's a gradually any sùúrù things will get better protest after protest yóò lè help ẹni kò lè ṣe ní akọ̀tún máa cause violence ni ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ̀yin Yorùbá àwa ló kàn ẹ̀yin náà lẹ́ni ọmọ ẹni ò lè ṣèdí bẹ́ẹ̀ kakúlẹ̀kẹ́ sí di ọmọ ẹlòmíì ojú wo lẹ fẹ́ tó máa fi wò ní sọ ẹ pé ẹ̀yin Yorùbá náà lẹ tún jáde lẹ tún protest kiri you need to calm down let everybody calm down tó bá dẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ tó bá gbọ́ tó bá ti dọjọ́ yẹn tó lọ síta tó ní o fẹ́ protest against who against Bọ́lá Ahmed Aṣíwájú the president ló fẹ́ lọ máa protest pé kíni ṣẹlẹ̀ àti fòjé sólójì lọ́wọ́ kó bá bá lẹ́ni tí ó bá.
ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún ṣe lálìkìyàmọ ẹ̀yin ra.
Inshallah, wàá ṣòfò ni tó bá rí fídíò mi yìí àlàyé. Those are the product of thiefnubu. So ignorant. So ignorant. He said, why are the Yorubas protesting? Why do you Yorubas always want to, or why are you always want to remove your own person? Something that God has done for Yoruba. Why do you want to join them? Hausas did it. Igbos did it. They did not protest. Now it is now the Yoruba time. You Yoruba want to join them. Instead of you to go and work because you are so lazy. All of you are lazy. We Nigerians are lazy. The way is so ignorant. Agberonio. These are people who are like a criminal. Normal. Extortionist. He has no real life to start with. Okay. But there are many like that. So ignorant that he could have a better life than that dangerous, useless life that he's living, extorting people forcefully, collecting money from people, robbing people of their money. But since they are like a state protected, here you get Agberos, he can get a phone and make a video and be asking you that you are lazy. You are just lazy. Go and find a job. You need to go and look for job. When millions of people lost their jobs in the last 1 year alone. And more than, unemployment in Nigeria before this Olori Burukus 9 years ago was put at, it was put at 9% or so. Now, the unemployment in Nigeria is over 70%. They have to say the dispute. No, we don't agree with that figure. I have never seen them this panicky. I just thought you should know. Here is another one being panicky on behalf of the thiefnubu.
A protest will not solve this problem. The protest will compound this problem, and all the participants has agreed with that. That is not a solution. And you have heard everybody has confirmed that he will do his best to ensure that this protest do not happen. Repent and ask for forgiveness from Allah. I'm sure once this is the first step we can deal with this problem. Each and every one of us do a self-assessment of himself. What is he doing that is wrong between himself and his God? What is he doing which is wrong between him and the people he is ruling? What is even he is doing which is wrong between himself and his own family in the home? So let's evaluate all this and look at them and then start to think and get a remedy for all these problems. Those between you and your family, try to see how you can remedy it. Between you and those that you are leading, try to see how you can remedy it and be fair and just to them. Or protest will.
See, these are the unfortunate souls, unfortunate, cretins in charge of Nigeria. That one is state governor. Then you should ask for forgiveness from Allah. What is that thing that you are doing that God does not like? Maybe that is why you are hungry. That is why you have no money. That is why you are not safe in your communities. That is why you are being kidnapped. What is that thing? Protests must not happen. I've never seen them this desperate. They even had to send this Ojongolo, this Alimajiri dressed in Babariga, to go on TV and lie. He said they organized a meeting on how to organize a meeting in Delta. They said they went to Delta to organize meeting, and that meeting is a plan on how to organize this protest and make sure that we did it. See, if you don't get the narrative right, pay attention. He said they went to Delta.
Just about 3 weeks back, we went to Port Harcourt. We spent 1 day. Then we came down to Delta State, Asaba. We spent 6 days deliberating on how to take this protest successfully. Then when we came back to Abuja, those friends that we have the agreement with them, they said that yes, we will have the protest, but the protest will hold only in this part of the country.
What do you mean in this part?
That is within. They say the protest should hold in Plateau State, Abuja, and Kaduna.
Right.
Then we now decide, we the Northern Coalition of the youth leaders, we say no. I think something is fishy.
What was the reason?
There was no reason. They didn't give us any reason. One of them, when I asked what is your reason, he said because it's more closer to the villa, which is not our agreement. Our agreement is this protest should go all over 36 states, nationwide, not only Abuja or Kaduna or whatever. That was our reason to take off or to say that we are not going to participate. And by the grace of God, we have informed all our young people, entire northern Nigeria and other part of the country, that we should not go on this protest that they have been agitating for.
But if it's calling for protest, not the right thing.
It's very, very right thing. It's our constitutional right. But you are right. Where you are right start, you should know that where you are right end. I mean, you are right start. You should know where other people's right too, and the life of the entire country. Yeah,
but is that what it was about? Because you were going to go ahead with the protest.
Yes.
But you only stopped because they wanted it to be within a particular region.
Yes.
So
we have an experience during the NSAS, what happened in Lagos and in Jos Plateau State, and even in Abuja here. We knew what happened in Abuja here, that I said it where I was. There was some group of people that just decided to leave where they are doing their protest. They went to Apple site. That is the focus of business people. They started burning people's car.
Right.
Which my friend Ikenga is from Imo, is a president House of Rights. He was a victim of it. And that was the reason. And it also happened in Plateau State.
So I want to understand, if your own protest had gone ahead, do you think you would have been able to do it without the violence or someone hijacking it? Is that your point?
Yeah, it's part of the hijackers too. There are people that are ready to hijack it. When we sit with our leaders in northern Nigeria, sheikh, imam, and pastors, and some bishop in northern Nigeria, that is our advisory body, they advise us that no, this is not the best way. We should write all what we need. They will take it to Mr. President. And that by the grace of God, Mr. President will listen to us. He will do. Because we have some certain problem destabilizing the northern Nigeria. insecurity, poverty, hunger, a lot of things that is, and also about this fuel subsidy of 18. We put it down. And also we are calling on Mr. President should also checkmate those that loot our money right from 2015 till date, because we have
nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
I'm glad that a lot of you could easily see through him. You China, that they put Babariga on his they put Babariga on him to go on TV and talk about we went to Port Harcourt, we went to Delta to organize this protest. It's lying, you know. Nobody is going anywhere to organize anything. This whole thing is being done online. Yes. But they don't put, you know, cap on top of his head. And he seated there, so dumb, so stupid. Oh, our leader, our leader, our sheikh, our imam, the same talking point. So, oh, we have seen what happened during NSAS. Abulori Brukulele yini. NSAS in northern Nigeria, that the northern Nigeria said they don't have any SARS problem, and they never participated. So waiting concern this way with NSAS is repeating the same. You want to one booming in case if you don't know, because you don't know you shall know. Sure you get now. We rise by lifting others up. Okay. I have heard that thiefnubu is paying up to 1 million naira. If you have their followers, you can go and tell them, okay, not to support the protest. You can cook anything and all of that. You go collect 1 million naira. You know, to the work. Or you per post you, if you post 5 posts for them a day, now 5 million, Abi, quick money. So you shouldn't be wasting your time here abusing me or asking me to come back, and join your, if them bomb me, will make a come back. Don't worry about me. Here you get. Now there where you day, you will feel my touch. Yeah, you will feel my touch. Just right now, you will see. And then don't lose both ways. Go and look for those who are sharing the money. Go collect your own. If you have social, don't stop abusing here, defending them with empty stomach. If you are not stupid, you will not be seated here defending these Olori Brukus with empty stomach. Go. Come on. Shoo. Abubakutongo Mayegun, what are you doing here? You wanted to, you want to ruin your health, you want to make your own health to be worsened. Kilabobakun Shelori Mayegun's diary political. High blood pressure. Open stroke, open kuku jiji. Well, it's your choice, or else. They are sharing money now. So this one, I don't know how much they give out. And they are giving them access on TV in Nigeria, talking and all that. Right? But here is the issue. The real people that you have to contend with.
The security report around
of protest will not solve this problem.
Now listen, the End Bad Governance protest is not about any individual. It's not a vendetta. It is from active citizens, concerned citizens of Nigeria who have had enough of the suffering. I have had enough. I have the fundamental human right, just like every other Nigerian who wants to come out and say enough is enough. Why are you trying to shut people up? What are you so scared of? Why is it that every time we talk about protest, you guys fidget? Why? It is our right, constituted in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is our duty as citizens to make sure that things are going the right way. So what and why would you want to put fear in the minds of people whenever they want to come out to speak out? This is not about the president. This is not about only the presidential level of governance. The state, the local government, every leader, every level or tier of government has failed the Nigerian people. And we are saying that we have had enough. Can you guys just go use this energy and put it to work? Put it to serving the people that voted you and not trying to put fears in their minds because they want to galvanize, they want to come together and speak with one voice. Because you know the truth, you will never stop it. You will not stop this movement.
Thank you, dear sister. They want to do everything. They have just 4 days more to stop it. But they have also concluded they know that they can't stop it, obviously. So right now they are trying to see if they can scare people away from actually really standing up by telling you that some people want to hijack it, this one want to hijack that. Ijaw people, they have subscribed. And according to them, since it is their right to, South Nigeria, Ijaw and the rest of them, they are also mobilizing and joining. Just so you know, Sha.
Fuel subsidy removal protests in Lagos, we understand what bad government is all about to our people. First of all, protests as a democratic setting is the right of the people. Protest is not something that we will say that we are bringing it or people are carrying out protests to shut down a nation. Protest is a way where we express our displeasure, those things that are disturbing us as a people. And as a young people, the End Bad Government protest that is about to commence on the 1st of August, I believe, is a welcome development. Why do I say it's a welcome development? Because our people in the Niger Delta, the young people precisely, that are living in the creeks are...
I think talking about Ijaw people, I will use that video as an answer to this Asari Doku dump message. Asari don't talk. Right. And this is what you have to say. We'll come back to the Ijaw. I think he claimed to be Ijaw, Abi Nakalabari, a man that is suffering from identity crisis. He has this to say. And guess what? Look at the person behind him. And then you'll get to know the puppet and the puppeteer. Yeah, the puppet and the puppet master. How much do you think they actually have to pay for this 2 minutes Asari's endorsement? Do not protest. Doku dump.
This is the first time in the history of this country one of our own is president. This is the first time one of our own is president. One of our own was in the trenches. You can say anything you like. You are not there. You were there. At that time, why didn't you come out? You were not sitting on the fence. There was no fence. You are hiding your faith. Forever hide your faith. So when we are talking, show us some respect. We have ended. We ended respect. We didn't buy it. So those of you who can pray for Mr. President. Every religion, I'm a Muslim, every religion say, pray for your leaders. The prayer for your leaders, instead of cursing them, when you curse them, the governor is living in government house. He's eating free food, you are cursing him. The curse will be affecting you. When you are cursing the government, the governor, the president is in Asoro, he's eating government food, the curse will not get to him. It will get to you first. When you are cursing that thing should be bad, you don't say anything good. Finally, we want to say that the president should stand by the rule of God.
Nuisance Lele.
The same Asari Doku dump.
This is not the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. Since 1992, when I encounter you, I don't think this is the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know. That calls me his friend, and I call him my friend, and calls me my son, and I call him my father. This is not the Ahmed Bola Tinubu I know.
Ekalo boko tubo dugare bebe. Ebikite buayima. Esi buba. This is not.
AC Buba. Very dubious man. A man without moral. A man without any esteem whatsoever. And there are many like that. They are. Unfortunately, they do project their own failure, their own miserable life or existence. They project same on people. And they will tell you, oh, this person is a very, he has no moral. This person is this or that. Oh, let me tell you, you don't know him. You don't know him. I know him. Oh, if I tell you what I know about him, these are miserable people. And all they have is money. I mean, that's what most of your criminal leaders have. Nothing else. Now, Ijaw people that knows that thiefnubu is the world's president according to Asari Dokudumb will now respond. Will they participate in a protest against thiefnubu? Absolutely.
We understand what bad government is all about to our people. First of all, protests as a democratic setting is the right of the people. Protest is not something that we will say that we are bringing it or people are carrying out protests to shut down a nation. Protest is a way where we express our displeasure, those things that are disturbing us as a people. And as a young people, the End Bad Government protest that is about to commence on the 1st of August, I believe, is a welcome development. Why do I say it's a welcome development? Because our people in the Niger Delta, the young people precisely that are living in the creeks, are feeling the impact of the inflation that the economy is experiencing. As I speak to you as the president, some of our communities, to get a liter of fuel is over 2,000 naira. So how are our people coping? The suffering is more even in our communities than some major cities. So we are still consulting majorly with our people which step we are going to take. But to support the protest, that is our position. If protest has been the only way we express our displeasure, our anger, and how we can easily draw the attention of government to our ends. Now, let me tell you, Nigeria as a nation, our political leaders that found themselves within the corridor of power does not take the masses. They take the masses for granted. They don't take us serious. And that is why you see that issues of protest has always been the only way we push for a better living condition in this country. And is this one they say that is bad government? We believe that the hunger in the land is alarming. And if we are going to protest to strengthen governance in order for the people to have good living standard, living condition, and the inflation that is affecting every corner will be looked into, then that is the best way to go. Look at how this government has mismanaged and given us false hope. Immediately this government came on board, they said they are removing subsidy. Last year, they said our refineries are going to work, especially the Port Harcourt refinery. But till date, we haven't seen single product coming out from the Port Harcourt refinery. What about the Warri refinery? We have seen that this is a government that does not have the people at heart. If not, they wouldn't have been playing politics with those infrastructures that will bring and cushion up the living condition of our people. Those infrastructure that will bring good living standard and condition, promote living standard of the people. But we have seen that the government is not concerned about how the masses survive. As I tell you, in some households, to eat a square meal is a problem. Small and medium-scale businesses are folding up on daily basis just because of the situation at hand. Now they are playing politics even with the Dangote refinery that has come to see how they can ameliorate the fuel crisis in our nation. Is that the government that have the people of the masses at heart? We have seen that all their policies are anti-people. Look at it. A country that inflation is over 30-40%. For them to even review the salary structure, NUC and TUC need to go to strike in order for them to put those things into consideration. We have seen that those within the corridor of power in this country are feeling too comfortable. And IYC, as a noble and standard youth organization, the mother youth organization of the Niger Delta, we are still consulting. If they believe that this protest is just going to be protest of the streets while the oil IOCs will be producing for the government to be getting free money, we are telling them that we are still consulting with our stakeholders to see that when this protest starts, we will make sure that we also shut down every operation of the IOCs. Let it be that crude oil production too is shut down so that they will feel the impact of the masses. And that is why we are still in consultation. When we are done with the consultation before the first, and we will know the position and the step that we are going to take in respect to this protest that say that end bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria as a nation, we have the geopolitical zones, and at the same time we have the ethnic blocks. A protest that has already been established is an opportunity for the Ijaw people to also express their displeasure to the Nigerian government. We are not concerned about the interests of the people of Lagos. We just see that this is an opportunity for the Ijaw nation to express our displeasure. We have been talking about resource control. We have been talking about involving us as shareholders, stakeholders in the oil and gas that are domiciled in our place. These are opportunities for also us as an individual to push and drive home our demands to the government of the day. We are not concerned about who will want to hijack protests. Mr. President that is on board understands the importance and the weight of protests. If we are all not forgetting the 2020, we understand what bad government.
I'll come back to you. God bless you, dear brother. You hear I'm loud and clear. Nigeria does not start, so Nigeria did not start and end in Lagos. You don't hear him. Shut down the oil production, everything. I mean, those of you who are still trying to gather elsewhere in the places, you choose your location, shut down the government building. You know, they are saying that, how can you do that? That's going to be breakdown of law and order. See, National Assembly is people's assembly, it's people's house. Your governor's office in your state is people's building. It's not his building. It's not government building. You understand? The State House of Assembly in your state is not government building. It's not government property. It is people's building. You can occupy it. The crude oil they are stealing and then, exploring from Niger Delta. It is not Nigerian government property. It is not Nigeria's property. It is for those owners there. So if you are looking for an opportunity to establish and put your foot on the ground like that, this is your chance. If anybody tells you not to join, they're asking you to join the camp of the already enslaved. This is your chance. I'll let him finish. Brother, please.
Fuel subsidy removal protests in Lagos, where Nigeria was almost grounded. So we believe that Mr. President understands the yearnings and the importance of protests of this magnitude. So it is expected of Mr. President that he call every sector, every ethnic bloc, every critical stakeholder, both the youth, the traditional rulers, the religious rulers, to a round table and take good actions, measures that will bring the impact of his governance to the people at the level of the grassroots. Any minister, any appointee that he believes that is not doing well, need to be fired. Subsidy has been removed. We are expecting that the Ministry of Petroleum, the NNPC at this point in time will be in top gear to see that all the refinery that is owned by the Nigerian government is put to use. But to our greatest dismay, is promised here and there and no sign of even nearby production or working of those refineries. We understand that Mr. President does not really have the masses at heart. It does not know the suffering level, especially those from the oil extraction that are living in the creeks. As I tell you, 1 liter of oil is being sold for 2,000 naira in our communities. And it's having negative impact. I can tell you for free that inflation in our communities is more than 100% because of the fuel situation. Because those that are going to the market to bring in goods are telling us that price of transportation has increased, and so they are also going to sell their goods in higher cost. It's having more impact in our communities than any other city in Nigeria. So it's an opportunity for the people in the creeks to also register their displeasure in this coming. But one thing is for sure, let them don't just think that this process is just going to be street protests. We are going to see that we mobilize to the IOCs, all operating platforms, to make sure that we also shut down everywhere so that the Nigerian government will wake up, fire those that ought to be fired in various centers and ministry, and bring in those that can be take the bull by the horn and make Nigeria and every sector work again. Enough is enough. They said a word is enough for the wise. We are believing that Mr. President will make some strict and swift actions to make sure that he brings the dividends of democracy, the renewed hope that he has given the people of Nigeria. Because as an Asian man, as president of council, our people have not seen the renewed hope that Mr. President promised us. And that is why we are basically going to involve majorly in this forthcoming protest without looking back. We are not here to pull him out of office, but if he believes that he cannot give the people the dividends of democracy, it's expected that if he cannot fire those that he has appointed, he should honorably resign as the president and let someone with competence take over the mantle of leadership so that Nigeria can have the dividends of democracy. The people of the Niger Delta, especially the oil extraction, can feel the impact of democracy at our doorstep. You see the reason why we say that those within the corridor of power does not take the masses serious, as some of these things we are experiencing in River State. You see, the local government administration is the last hope of the people at the grassroots level. Just because there are interests in the name of structure, the Nigerian system have supported some group of persons to go and shut down all the local governments in River State. In this protest like this, at times we are also going to register our displeasure on some of those actions that are being taken by the Nigerian federal government. You cannot take the interest of one individual above the general interest of the entire Rivers people. The position of IYC has always been that we expect the federal government to work in synergy with the state governor. If appointees are interested in causing chaos in this already existing hunger in the country, then the president does not mean well for the people of Nigeria. And that is why in this protest, we are going to push some of our agenda and register our displeasure to Mr. President.
Who are those sponsoring protests against President Tinubu? There are three. 1. Tinubu's own ineptitude. 2. Unabated insecurity. 3. Worsening mass abject poverty.
Just a reminder, and I'll keep reminding all of you, when they are pushing all those narrative, divisive, tribal, this and that, we will continue to remind us that the three sponsors of the protest there is, you have the thiefnubu's ineptitude, the worsening security situation, as well as the worsening poverty in that contraption. 2,000 naira per liter petrol in South to Niger Delta region. The region that produces the majority of crude oil money that Nigeria and Nigerian criminals are spending. They do not have access to their own crude oil, one. Then they have to pay through their noses which has also ruined their economy. Theory protests him allowed gone in River State, in Port Harcourt to be precise. There will be no resistance in most part of this Niger Delta region, and it go loud. Okay, he made made so many valid points there. Number one, thiefnubu, nobody is coming for you yet. Okay, but if you are willing to protect all the thieves, all the criminals you've surrounded yourself with, and dare the people, I go tell you, say Lagos, Nigeria no begin and end in Lagos. And to those of you, the Lagos Abobaku dwarfs, who are thumping their chest, if them burn you well, you don't worry. 4 days, Pereloku. Now just 4 days, Pereloku. You now go year round. I have said this before when people said this thing should not be planned. No. When you strategically plan a protest, and politicians knows that a strategically planned protest, we are coming for you on so day. It is the most daring threat ever. Some of you don't understand. I am coming to your house on the 1st of August. Expect me. And I'm not leaving until I take so and so. That's daring. I expect you to hire people to protect your house, because that's what I expect you to do. I expect you to become paranoid. Begin to think, what is he going to do? What am I going to do when I come to your place? Am I going to come alone? Am I bringing other very powerful, am I coming to fight? I have told you, I'm coming to your place. It is the most daring. And look at them. Look at the panic everywhere. Look at it. You will be shocked. All of us will be shocked. I have told you my own, that the only thing I can't guarantee is that how long is it going to last and how much of these demands they are going to secure. But I can promise you something. People are going to be sacked. Thiefnubu will sack a lot of people to save his head when the kasala begin to eat. You see all this noise on TV, all this braggadocio, all these threats. They are reactions to what they do not have a clue how it's going to happen. Yeah, they are worried. They are scared. Some of them who don't understand at all and they don't want to understand, they've left Nigeria, run away. Others who are still there, making their mouth, they are leaving before the 1st of August. They will disappear. And their best is to see that they scared as many of you as possible. Okay, not to participate. It will start from Sokoto to Kano. Kano will be big. You see, Lagos will be heavy. I'm giving you all of this. Ibadan or your state, una go see. It's not me. I'm only reporting. See, you may look at me and say, you want Nigeria to burn. You want shake with you, other can shake with you, Nami bring inflation. Nami they loot your money, abi. Now me bring that ship to you. I'm only reporting. You know, say me now everywhere I see everywhere, waiting they go on. I'm reporting back to you that waiting I don't see you. I swear, bring all your soldiers out. See what will happen now. You see. And that's why they are saying that maybe if they just announce by Wednesday and say a liter of petroleum is now sold for 160 naira. To distract you. Let me tell you things that can distract you. Oh, a liter of petrol is now 160 naira. A bag of rice is now 40,000 naira. A bag of gari is now 12,000 naira. Those prices, and you go there. I don't know how they're going to do it too, because I know they won't. This would be like if they were actually thinking of doing what they call the temporary or short-term, mid-term, and long-term solution. But this one's not getting any plan. They are planning for 2027 already. They are plotting 2027 election already. All this talk. They are just talk. And that's why they are panicking. This protest is going to truncate that. It's going to change a lot of things. So the best is to make sure that it never happens. And if it has to happen, let's make sure that the media in Nigeria does not report it. Okay? You will make sure of that. And also, let us also make sure that it doesn't last longer than a day or two. Sure you get now? But guess what? All of this they are pushing, every single of them will fail. Every single of them. Your airport will be shut down. May I tell you now, don't let anybody deceive you about all this peaceful protest. Maybe those who are going to make demand, all your demand, they will be rejected violently, and they are mobilizing already. If you have the right to protest for better Nigeria, others have the right to protest and say thiefnubu is doing well. So they are already setting the stage. They are paying a lot of money. A lot of money.
So Alpha, you get which I want to talk again. Now two things I want to talk about. But the first one, be say, on the 29th, no be August 1st, now 29, we go move outside. Now 29, we go move outside. And we go dead there till we win. People won't do it, they'll come meet us for outside. Now we go first mouth outside. 29, when I take note, 29, everybody mouth outside. And no go destroy anything. No go they steal, no go they chief. No destroy anything. No chief. You understand? No toast girl, no knack yash. That one are the first thing. If you see soldier, for a soldier, no near soldier, no carry stone, say you want stone soldier. If they carry gun shoot you, you are your own. You understand? And no go loot, no break shop. So that one are the first thing. So the second one be say, portable. Now because of you, I come here. I saw one video we made. That you made. You made a video about this protest. So you call the talk say Nigeria is okay. Now you know, now you the hungry. Now you know fire help out. Now you know what hustle. Now those statements now invest me. Say you no go join protest. That one no concern me. Because nobody send you, nobody call you. Nobody even want you. No come join up. We don't send you. But that statement when you made say, now you know what hustle. Now you know fire help out. Now that one vex me. So you are trying to call youth lazy, be that. You are trying to say youth are lazy. Say Nigerians are lazy. Oh yeah, now make I clear you now. Make I clear you. Listen to me. Make I tell you. Nigerian youth are not lazy. People they struggle. People there on the street. Where they hustle? You dey hear me? People there on the street. They hustle. They hustle normal. But the chief he say they no see supporter. People they see they many for street. Where they sing? Where do they sing? People they sing pass you where they plenty for street. But people say they know this supporter. They no see helper. No be why their face never blow. No be why their face never show. Now why they never blow. And you remember say during the hand SARS, you come outside. I saw the video. That I never get money. But so now you don't get money. Now you come know say Nigeria is okay. Say now you know what hustle. Abi, you don't show off now. Abi, now you know what hustle. Now they pay me. If now say now hustle they pay. If now say now hustle now they pay. Alaye da aboki now they go get money pass. If now say now hustle now they pay. Me, I go get money pass Whiskey. Because they can't work where they work for you. But no be hustle they pay. Now by helper, now by support people they support you. You dey hear? You dey sing, you know they sing, tete. As you no come see helper, you blow, you no blow. The first time you see Olamide, no be say you dey cry like mumu. Say you don't see helper. So God come say helper give you that. So I appreciate them. No come they use them, come they talk against Nigeria youth where they struggle. You think say them where they struggle, where they sing, where never blow. You think say now their fault, you think say they like them like that. Not everybody want get money. You just come like they yab nonsense. They talk rubbish. And they follow you top portable. You did cry like mumu that time allow me to help you. Now support where they support you, now you make it blow. If people don't support you, you don't do that say now your hustle now they pay you. Like don't be your hustle they pay you. Now the help of people, help of Nigerians, now you make it blow. And people say they complain say your son no switch. Tutu and your son don't make sense. But they see they hear them. Better say they see they support you, they see they support them. They don't call you for show, they support you. They don't make money. You got to talk like say people where they see where they never make where they never get money. You got to talk like as like say not their fault. People they struggle now, people they hustle. Everybody want get money. So now, so how far? You get which I want to talk again.
Brother, bless you. I have a clip of that with that, let me even see if I can still get that up. I have that clip or the new one that's the portable guy also made, a typical Nigerian. Or everything, I mean, the only thing he has is just money. And that is why you see them, I get money, pass your papa, I can buy your papa, I can buy you, all of that. Miscreants. Talentless idiots in a contraption where, anyway, let me share that with you. This is his response to that boy.
Money going there now. You don't understand? Oh, ni brain. But I'm gonna talk say me I don't do protest before. Say I do. I lead them 2020. She big bang poor thinking. Low and brain me bang. Èsì tí mo ti lówó na olówó thinking. Ìwọ rí $100 ní protest in Nigeria lead rí pé kàn ní fight for Nigeria. Ìwọ ti rí Dangote kò jáde kó máa gbé paper pé save Nigeria. Dangote bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ I need save my business. Oh, understand, mind your business. Àwọn Délé Muhammadu ò lè rí wọn. Ò lè rí wọn gan. Business, you better mind your business. That's why I mind my business. Ìgbà yẹn poor thinking ni mi ò lówó lọ́wọ́. So I'm rich now. Rich man thinking. Ṣé kí olówó máa lọ jà ni? Evans mi kò ní ra gbá. Fẹ́ni tó bá béèrè pé kí lọ kọrin protest. Ṣé ìwọ ní producer ni kò gba mic kí ìwọ náà kò kọrin protest kò lọ bá wọn protest. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, I need money I dey hustle. Ṣó ń gbọ́? Tí iṣẹ́ ẹ bá ká ẹ lára, ṣó ń gbọ́? Ò ní bá wọn lọ protest. Iṣẹ́ ò ká ẹ lára ni. Fight for yourself. Don't fight for Nigeria. Nigeria don dey okay. Na you never dey okay. Money dey where money dey. Na you no hustle. Na you no loyal to your helper. Na you no link up. People will go help you.
Nuisance lele.
A complete nuisance. But it is what it is. There are many of them who actually agrees with him. True. You don't see $10 to protest before, ni. It's making sense. Sense. What? You don't see that go there to protest before? Man, God damn it, man. That's why we say that if you want to really help the damaged Nigerians, where do you think you're going to start from? Where can we actually really start from? In helping damaged, ruined Nigerians. It's unfortunate. That's why we have to stick to those ones who under this inhuman pressure, they're still keeping their sanity and they are speaking clearly, like this one.
Dear Mr. President, I am a humble Nigerian who had an epiphany today. I thought to myself, upon all these months, Nigerians have cried, Nigerians have died, Nigerians have been killed, kidnapped, yet we heard nothing. We heard renewed hope. However, today, when Nigerians stand to unite, stand to come out and protest for the first time in a very long time, Nigerians have decided to come together as one, putting aside all of our tribalism, any ethnic-centric division we have between us, to come out to fight for the Nigeria that belongs to all of us. Today, Mr. President, you tell us not to come out. Today, you tell us to shelve the protest. And as a humble Nigerian, I always thought our leadership are inaccessible to us. we can't reach them. There's tons and tons and layers of security. They're inaccessible to us. But yet today, Mr. President, you hear us. But why didn't you hear us then? When Nigeria bleeds, you didn't hear us. But when Nigerians unite, you hear us. United we stand. United we will stand. Nigeria will stand. Nigeria demands for leadership who care. Leadership who can be held accountable, who can be audited, leadership that are transparent, leadership that don't earn unimaginable amounts per month, per annum, allowances beyond imagination for the average Nigerian. Mr. President, the Nigeria we imagine, the Nigerian we aspire to have, do you not share in that aspiration? Were you not one of the Nigerians who came out 10 years ago to protest? Dear Mr. President,
I'll bring you more from her later tonight. That, you see the difference? Otebu at Omotobire. You see the difference? A common street thug that managed to kind of eat fame, and suddenly, but let's leave that and move on. Here is a cardinal. I don't know if I should call him a cardinal, but we'll tell you who he is anyway. Admitting to the fact that thiefnubu has no plan of fixing anything. Rather, is everywhere mobilizing and paying people. Is paying them to go and lie to Nigerians that thiefnubu is doing something. Like, what the heck? Here.
It's not only politicians that are self-centered and self-serving. We religious leaders too. We have our own share of the blame, the traditional rulers, and then those in active governance. You know, we have a problem, and I think it's a matter of serious introspection. We need to look into our hearts and critically examine who are we and what do we do. What are our motives? Why are we in the places we are? What can we do better? And things like that. But this lack of critical self-analysis is what generates the corruption. People just contest for positions, aggressively campaigning and generating all kinds of negative issues and all to get to a position where they have access to the national patrimony. They have access to wealth uncontrolled. They can use it anyhow and so on. They don't care about the common good. They don't care about the children growing up. They don't care about the youth in their millions on the streets who should be well looked after. There is no social insurance scheme. If you are sick, you are on your own. If there is somebody who is mental on the street, she is on her own. There is a young person who, you know, has issues, nowhere to go. So I think we need to talk about ethical values, this patriotic spirit that we must all cultivate, which I'm afraid people get into politics and this is absent, and we need to grow.
So how is the church helping with that, building ethical values? And what's the role of religious organizations on that matter?
We do our best. We are religious leaders. I am concerned about things of the spirit. I'm concerned about the soul and values that would enhance a better society and so on. We do the talking, we do the preaching. We don't fail in this, but I'm afraid listening is a problem. And you wonder whether all these people who are in positions of authority listen at all. They're either Muslims or Christians, largely in this nation. And the amount of preaching that goes on, go around and you see the churches in their thousands, go around, you see mosques everywhere. Every morning there are bells ringing, then there is loud calling to prayer. Is it all hypocrisy or what? Is it really genuine? Why does this not translate to effective leadership, good governance, good conduct, honest and very good behavior. Why is it always we separate religion from social issues?
So I was coming to that question. You pastor a diocese. And yes, it is true that on Sundays the churches are full, on Fridays the mosques are full, but it does not necessarily reflect in the behavior of the society. You pastor a diocese, you've seen a lot, or you see a lot on a daily basis. Can you help us understand a little bit why this is the situation? What are you saying?
Well, when people are in church, they are hungry, they have no jobs, they have nobody to listen to them, they have no access to leaders they have elected. You cannot have a composed congregation. They might be physically present, they enjoy the music, they dance and all that. The dancing sometimes is to get rid of the, the depression that they are undergoing. So they are there, but they are not present. You must eat well. You must have a proper job. When you come to church, you know you go back, you have your lunch, you know you have a job to go to and all that. But these are missing, and you want us to pump moral values into them. You want the religious leaders to work miracles and compulsorily force them to obey the commandments of God. Somebody who is hungry is going to steal. Somebody who has no job is going to do criminal activities.
So this is not peculiar to Nigerians or Africans.
It's human nature. When you are denied basic things of survival, you turn to crime. Criminality will flourish. So do what is right. Give everybody his or her due. That is the definition of justice. Give them their due, and then you see order. The youth will listen to you when you talk. But now you see the youth are all up and they are just ready to fight because they are angry and hungry. So we must not just blame them all the time. Let us blame the leadership. Let's blame the lack of doing the right thing that should guarantee peace and orderliness in the society.
So talking about politicians and self-serving interests, or let's say leadership, have you seen any indications in the past 1 year that anything has changed or it's going to change?
Well, I am only told that things will change. I'm told that what we're experiencing now is temporary. I'm told that to eat a good omelette, you need to break the egg. And they were in the process of breaking the egg. I'm looking forward to the nice omelette. But when will it come? I cannot tell. It's not only politicians.
Thank you so much, Archbishop. Somebody said that he said the Archbishop of Akaigama of Abuja, Abuja FCT Catholic Diocese. Did I get that right? Archbishop Kaigama of Abuja, FCT Catholic Diocese. Thank you very much, Adetunde. People go to church, but they are physically present, but they are not mentally there. It is true. When you see them dancing in the church and all of that, it's just it's to push out that depression. So when you preach to them, they are not there. He's right. They are angry. So they are hungry. They are angry. Because their dues have not been given to them. The society, the even distribution of wealth is not existing. They have saturated the entire space, shrink the society of the opportunity to the point that if you get anything from Nigeria, it is considered a privilege, not a right. What should have been your rights are considered privilege. Electricity is privilege. Good road is privilege. What do you call it? Good hospital is a privilege. A better education system is a privilege. These are not privileges. They are rights. When you are denied them, they do not have any right to continue to have sovereignty over you anymore. But they don't want that to happen. They want you to endure. Endure. I'll take you to Edo State. Here is where we are raising children, the future leaders of the leaders of tomorrow. They are so cold-hearted. They are so mean. And nothing will ever make them change if you don't.
Quarters was 5 Oha local government area. And today's date is July 26, 2024.
Hello, welcome to Ward 5. This is Ogola College. I think it was founded in 1980. It's the only secondary school in Imi. Imi is one of the most popular place in Ward 5, and it has a lot of population. So I want to bring to the attention of Governor Obaseki, Dr. Aswini Godalo, which is the Chief Economic Advisor to Governor Obaseki, and the entire ward, Edo Best. Like I said, we have two types of Edo State. There is Edo State Online, which everything works perfectly, and there is Edo State, which is the reality of Edo State, is what I'm going to show you now. So this is Edo Best. Please come with me. Let me show you Edo Best. So this is Ogola College. Please take the roof. This is Fubara College. There are no roofs. The JSS used to occupy this building. This is one classroom. You can still see the board is active. So these things are not made up. No windows, no roof. And I believe that should be the staff's room or whatever, office. So, not to waste too much of your time, you have an idea of what we are talking about. So this is Edo Best. This is Obaseki's Edo Best. This cannot be Edo Best. This is Obaseki's Aswe Igodalo's Best. This cannot be Edo Best. So I think I have to change that phrase that this is Edo Best. This is Governor Obaseki's and Dr. Aswini Godalo's best. This is the best they can offer us in terms of secondary school in Edo State. So this is it. So when this place became so bad, they relocated the students, which is from GSS 1 to GSS 3, from this particular building to the second building I want to show you. Of Obaseki's and Dr. Asweli Godalo's best. So like I said, the first building I showed you became so bad, they relocated the students, which is GSS 1 to GSS 3, to this particular building. You don't have to focus on it, focus on the building. So the students were relocated here to this building. So the students were managing here for a while. The information that got to me today is the reason why I came here. That they were managing here. There are no chairs, no desk in any of the two buildings, though. They were actually sitting on the floor. So you can see the floor of the classroom. This is one of the classrooms. So the students were actually sitting on the floor here. There are no desks, no roofs, no ceiling. This one has roof, but no ceiling, no windows. So the students were actually managing here for a while. Come on, let's go. This is Obaseki's best. All the classrooms are the same. So I don't want to waste your time taking you through the whole classrooms. So come and record it from outside. So the students were managing it until the roof gave way, the roof of the school. So now the roof gave way. The students, that is GSS 1 to GSS 3, are now taking studies in Igodala Primary School, which is in Way, right? Yeah, that's in Oredo. So they now move students from Ipobaha local government. They now move little children, which usually are between 10 years old to 15 years old. They move them from their own comfort, which is Ipobaha local government, Ward 5, in quarters, now to Oredo, Igodala Primary School. That is where the students that used to take lessons or lectures here are not taking lessons. Again, welcome to Obaseki's and Dr. Aswe Igodalo's best. This cannot be a do best. So when next you see Obaseki says and SS says, saying Obaseki is finishing well, I beg, ask them which well did they finish? Tell them, make them show you the real Edo State, not be the one where they use drone till they catch. Make them show una the real Edo State. They say people came from USA, Canada, Kenya, even Canada can't copy Edo best. I don't know who they copy this one. Animals in the United States. I'm a resident in America as well. Animals in the American state cannot live in this building that I am showing you. This is Obaseki's and Dr. Aswe Igodalo's best. I keep asking. I want to know the kind of advice Dr. Aswe Igodalo is giving the governor of Edo State, because he's the chief economic advisor to Governor Obaseki. I want to know, we want to know, what kind of advice are you giving him not to invest in a...
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country.
What the heck? I mean, all of you watching this video, right? Looking at that building there, do you really think putting in, let's say, 20 million or 30 million naira will not fix that building? Remove all of their kickbacks. Or 50 million naira, 50 million naira. Do you think 50 million can fix that building? But they have like thousands of like that in their state, all over Nigeria. No state in Nigeria that you will not find thousands of buildings like that scattered as schools, or scattered across their states. Then you will see those that will tell you, but he renovated Oguagu primary school. I know that one. He has renovated more than 100 schools. No government can finish everything at once. Let us just thank him. Another person was saying, don't listen to him, Jerry, he's APC. Like, are you for real? The person that made the video is supporting APC candidate. Does that then invalidate what we just watched? Does that invalidate it? No, not that. I'm just saying that they just want to make Obaseki look bad. Is that not enough to make anybody look bad? There are children there. That is their childhood. That is their memory. Okay? Children are being raised in shanties like that. They are engraving it in their memory. Like, this is the life. Your life. And if you are lucky to get to a place that everything is fine, well, you are lucky. But this is your life. That is what they are ingraining into the brain and the mind of our young people. And they are raising condemned, damaged children. They said thiefnubu was sharing rice. Others got their own rice. I think in Kano, they've diverted out of 20 trucks. They don't have diverted 10. They look for 10 trucks now. They don't know where they be. In Kogi State, those ones they don't even care to share any food. They just collected their own palliative. They started rebagging it to go and resell it. Ilushi.
Please, I want you people to come to our aid. This federal government food here, and they are changing it and share it to the market. They are changing, not for sale. And now they are changing it to another bag. They wanted to sell it in the market. But we hijacked them here, that they will not take the food out until they share the food to the people that are supposed to be. And the person said it that he have the allocation from Ministry of Agri. Please, I want you to come to our aid. We want you to come to our aid. This is what they are doing. Tomorrow they say government. This is not for sale. Federal government assists food. Please come to our aid.
Those are the bags. Video it very well. Video it.
These people are hungry. I bought one beast today. One tin beast. I bought it 318 naira. 318 naira. One mudu of the beast now is 30,000 naira. This is what they are doing. This is what they are doing with Nigerian food. This is what they are doing. This is what they are doing. They will rebag it and sell it. This one is beans. This one is corn. And this is millet.
See them here. See our food, Gary. See what they are doing. Please come to our aid. Not for sale. They are selling it in the market. Please. And the man, even making noise that he can do something. He can up to anything. He's not up to anything. I told him that he can't do me anything. I will expose them. This is what they are doing. As far as I stand with my truth, nobody can do me anything in my life. This is what they are doing. Please, I want you people to come to our aid. This federal government food here, and they are changing it and share it to the market. They are changing it not for...
Which can contribute that. See, the African Wahala, one true emperor, director's cut. Begin to read those comments. Now, you see all those people who are kind of supporting Obaseki on YouTube, right? Those who are commenting about Obaseki there. Please get rid of them. All of them. Now, I want to start seeing those. I want to start seeing them deleted and removed right now. Please. Thank you. I have seen them. They are as aggressive as the APC. Do you understand? They are. And they will take it on you. What do you mean by Obaseki has done some good this or that and all of that? Delete them. Remove them. Now, please. Thank you. I've removed one. But because I'm talking, I can't concentrate and get rid of them. They are always here. They always have something to say to defend these rogues. Is it because of one video? Are you mad, Dini? Show ya wireni. Thank you so much. Right. Start removing them right now. Right. Good. Yeah, people say that the politicians are criminals, no doubt. We all know. But there are worse among those that they are leading to. And that is why when you look at a lot of them who talk about Nigeria this, Nigeria that. No, they don't love Nigeria. I promise you, they don't. Right? Because they are only waiting for their turn. No matter how small, no matter how little, they are positioning themselves for a time like this. Everybody just want to take advantage of everybody. So unfortunate. I hope they're able to get their rice and food from these guys. So, because Ongadeo, that's the name of the protest in Abuja. Ongadeo, Tinumbu, Ongadeo, Tinumbu, Ongadeo. Thank you very much. So that's it. We are going to drop the curtain now. Then I'm going to kind of take calls, okay? So yes, I'll open the line, take few calls, and call it an afternoon until later as well, okay? That's my break. And thank you so much. I mean, it seems that we are so kind of like more than the usual on YouTube, but today, please, what you owe me mostly is that you're offering that like, okay? If you have enjoyed this conversation, okay? Like the broadcast. Do you understand? I will be back. Thank you so much, Jari Latiaru. No, they are always there. Many of you don't know that I actually did my research. And I know my audience. Okay? So I know that Nigerians always love their criminal politicians differently. There are those who are shouting Tinumbu, Tinumbu right now. There's nothing they can say. Comments. Once I start reading this Obaseki trolls, right? Once I start reading, no, why would you say that about Obaseki? I don't read. First line, second line, I get them removed. There's no point. Don't engage them. You get that now? Get rid of them as much as possible. I don't want them here. I don't want anybody that has something to say to defend any politician here. Especially when I am actually showing something they have done or what they refuse to do. That is not the time for you to come and tell me, hey, he has done all that good thing. And I mean it. I do. So thank you very much, everyone. I will take a short break just to stretch my leg and all of that. When I come back, I'll take calls. The number is on your screen. Use it if you want to say something to me. they speak a tongue. So I kind of learned a new trick, right? Because you see that my phone is also what I use in my, for my background music and all that, okay? So whenever people were calling that, they kind of tamper with my music. Like pause it because a call is coming. So I discovered something, I have to put it on an airplane mode because it's new. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, now the line is opened. Meanwhile, it's on airplane mode. Then I'll be wondering, call, where is call? But I'm getting used to that now. Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you? Kabiyesi. How are you today, Baba? Yes, God bless you, my brother. Same old, Okoja Farada. Salo fún ọ.
In fact, nítorí èèyàn kan lèmi ṣe pè wọlé lẹ́nu ṣá. Nítorí Portable mo ṣe pè wọlé. Portable ó fẹ́ ká gbé yàrá já ẹ̀sìn kí a dùn. Mo rò pé fẹ́ sọ fún ẹgbẹ́ ní ọmọ Sango lèmi tẹ̀lé sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá yẹ kó fẹ́ pẹ̀lú wèrè tó ń bá kiri. Wọ́n ti fún ẹ lówó sí i, ó ti popular. Ó wá bílí pé o lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ fáwọn aráàlú. Mo rò pé lórí burúkú ni yàrá já ẹ̀ka. Ọgbẹ́ni àwọn atúkàwé gbàgbé bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ ló ti yẹ ẹ́ sìn. Ọmọ Sango lèmi ò lọ bèrè ní dáadáa. Ìyá bàbá mi ló kọ́kọ́ jẹ ẹ̀yà lọ́jà Sango ọ̀tá yín tẹ wà yẹn tó bílí tó bí àwọ̀ kan ó lẹ́nu obìnrin kò lórí burúkú ní yàrá ìyá ẹ̀ ṣá tó ti yẹ ẹ́ sìn tó bá yẹ kó fẹ́ ṣọ́kú kẹ́lí ti bá ní ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ politics Nàìjíríà ọgbẹ́ni tó bá ti gbó lọ́wọ́ máa lọ gbówó ẹ̀ kó máa lọ ná owó ẹ̀ ó máa lọ gbowó ẹ̀ kó máa lọ dáná owó ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tí kò kàn wà pẹ̀lú owó èrè tó ní olówó ní ìgbà ọ̀sẹ̀ tó bá yẹ kó fẹ́ kú dání
olówó tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó
bá yẹ kó fẹ́ kú ó kó ẹ lọ́wọ́
owó mọ́tò.
tó bá ti wá lówó ń sìn yín ẹ ti gbà pé àwọn kan wà tó ń sọ́ọ̀bù ẹ gbà pé àwọn kan wà tó ń pè yà ń jẹ wọ́n bìbí tí wọ́n ní ẹni ẹ̀ fà from anywhere. You understand? And their daily office don't want to lot to see. Government keep on doing things to make life even more harder for them. You want to get only 24 hours to promote your abroad to every year to change. Gbogbo ara ẹ̀ ṣe wá bí pé wọ́n ò ti relevant ládùúgbò. Ó ní kúre. Ọlọ́run máa bá ti yàrá ìjà ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni. Baba. Nice one.
I mean, but you let out here, all right. You know what I mean? So that if you ever get to see this video, then definitely, there are actually people who are really pissed off. Like, you better just keep your mouth shut. Not on everything, so to say, but when it comes to something so serious as this, and he's actually going to hear him. I'm not lie to you, okay? We will help him as well, okay? To, I'll hold that. Let me take this. He's already on it. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Michael.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. So all these developments, if a sociologist, or TV, you understand that all these things is just a cabal, manifestation. Me, in Nigeria, I'm far in Eastern Europe, and that NSAS period, I was in Nigeria, and I looked at my wife after they shot those people. I said, next year, I had to leave because the problem of Nigeria is not something that can be cured in 30 years. I was talking to my uncle on the phone recently. I said, look, before Nigeria will be great, at least livable, or
near something called a country, yeah?
Yes. I told my uncle, you'll be in your late 80s. Kila Dumbe. So, Emi komo koba Nigeria. Mi ò lè máa jìyà fún ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí mi mọ̀ àwọn òbí mi àwọn lọ ṣe kínní so kọ́ máa forí fa ní Nàìjíríà èmi ti kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ because look there are some people that they've been paid to even sabotage this protest efforts. They are sharing money. They will do it. So when I said this, when the sociologist looks at it, you understand the only thing that can fix a nation. If you look at Rwanda, they fought a war. Want everybody to gentle. They are now redeveloping themselves. from a conflict perspective, it's hard to say, but let's look at our books for a while. And there needs to be like a serious total breakdown for everybody to either divide and understand their own quota and say, okay, if not, we're just joking. There are too many tribes,
like,
too many ethnic
even
groups.
if we still want to be part of Nigeria, let's decide that. You get that now? Like, okay, not these criminals telling us that we are one, we are this, we are that. Or you said we are one. Or you criminals are still pushing divisive rhetorics that we are targeting ourselves. You are for politics, so you are pushing divisive, tribal, religious, and then you are blaming the people for pushing it. But we know you are pushing it. Why do you want to keep us together? Why do they want to keep us together? To kill ourselves?
They have a playbook. They have a playbook. They have a playbook they're working on. You see, Mr. Michael, let me tell you something. It will take 30 years or more. In Mikomokoba, Nigeria, and I'm not interested in suffering for, because you see, when you want to suffer, yes, when you at least there's light at the end of the tunnel, but maybe not as Nigeria. You know, there might be a light at the end of the tunnel, but maybe not as a whole country, because there are too many in groups within a group. You know, in a family, you have father, mother. The mother will be closer to the son. That is a smaller group within a larger group.
Yeah.
Yeah, colonizers they took Nigeria. They went to the north.
You're right.
Oh, okay, sorry. How did the colonizers come to take over Nigeria? It was easier for them in the north because the chain of command was very direct. You understand?
I'm with you.
So within a group, there is a group. And when they say even your book get a book, even your book get a book. And so that is the whole same theory.
Even your book get a book.
There
So
is
which
a
simply
group
means
within
that
a group.
we don't really need 30 years. We can solve Nigeria problem within a year. And now what is that problem, right? I'm going Baba now. Like, let people decide. Number one, now two things. Those who wants to still be part of Nigeria, let's see them. Those who don't want to, let's see them. Let's compare the
Michael, everybody has a price.
Do you get what I mean now? But it is what it is. You're right.
Everybody has a price. They bring the leaders
until
together. Yes, and they on your work on they will sideline everybody, and before you know, they will look at this NLC, blah 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 blah. We've cancelled the protest, the strike, or whatever. Baba, Mama would like to tell you.
We are counting this. That's why I call it the countdown. You get that now?
Yeah.
So that all of us will witness it as it happens, the days leading to it, during it, and the days after. Let me talk. You have a good one, though. Cheers. So that's something. You can be optimistic. You can be skeptical about it. It's all normal. But you can still feel this whole way and still give your support. Because right inside you, something inside you actually want this to happen. Now, I'm not talking to those ones who don't want it at all, okay? I'm talking about those of you who kind of have, there is still something inside you that says you want it to happen. But it's just that it's not looking like it's going to happen the way you want it to happen. I understand. But the fact that there is something inside you, there is an inner you that actually want this to happen, is enough for you to give your backing. Hello,
Maegun.
Hello, sir.
Well done, Baba. You are doing a great job.
Thank you so much. Man.
I don't have much to say.
Please.
But what I want to say is just that, please, every Yoruba on this program, please go and record, use your phone to record that Alfa Muhyiddin Bello courses. That is what I'm using for them now. All my friends that they are, I don't care if they said I'm raising courses on them. I don't care. I just send that video clip to them. Bing. Any message they send to me concerning these idiot, thiefnubu, all this, I just sent that. What I did is that I used my phone to record that family below on my TV screen. Then,
ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún ṣe lálìkìyàmà ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí. ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún ṣe lálìkìyàmà ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí. ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò.
That one, right? The moment I saw that, it was like the day I discovered that of Odulade Adekola, New Sans Leleyi. I grabbed it.
Yes, please let everybody have it on their WhatsApp. Once they send me any rubbish message concerning, I just send it to them. Bam, go and I don't care if you say I'm raising curses on you. I don't care. Go and die. That's you. Because already I always tell them. Yes.
And you are
I always said to them
and gaslight Yoruba for thiefnubu. Are you being serious?
I always said to them that there's one purpose, there's one advantage. One advantage that this APC gave us is that it reflects people like you that we think you are friends. You are not friends, you are enemy. That is the only advantage. That is the only benefit I benefited from this APC. He exposed them. Yes, he exposed those people that you think they have IQ upset. They are empty barrel. They are wicked people, evil people. Anytime you tell them this is what is happening, they will tell you, but it's happening in the village now. It's not. I said, but so those people in the villages that they were.
Should it be happening?
They will be telling you, no, it's in the village that is happening. It's not happening in the city. So those people that are living in the villages are not human beings like me and you.
No, they are not.
They were saying they said the food scarcity is all over the world. What do you mean the food scarcity is all over the world?
Like,
people cannot go to farm.
They are also saying it to us. And I'm like, are you me? They said the
that's not the reason.
It's going all over the world. There are homeless people.
The reason is our people cannot go to farm. People cannot go to farm.
People can't go to farm. When they do, they get kidnapped. That's a problem.
Those ones that are going to farm, they were paying ransom when they kidnapped them. So the food has to be expensive.
How could anybody not see that and be concerned? Nobody is asking thiefnubu to resign yet. This.
They were questioning them that their food, they're selling food. I said, how wouldn't they sell food expensive? Because they were paying all these Fulani men, terrorists that are kidnapping them. So they have to put it all those bills on top of their.
Now.
Yes, now.
So somebody wants that to end that way and said, if you're a Yoruba man and you join them in protest, you just want them to remove a Yoruba man. What the hell? The Yoruba man that is there, what is the benefit to Yoruba?
Can you imagine?
None.
Soon now they'll be sharing. Soon now they'll be sharing one video. There's one video in which they caught some guys. Those guys, they were harmed with all this Yoruba, Ifunpa. I said, well, I don't have any. These are the people I'm waiting for are the real protesters. The real protesters. They don't want to destroy any infrastructure.
That's not going to fit them. They're not coming to loot anybody. They are not coming to fight anyone except those who wants to come and fight them.
Exactly. And do you know what?
Go on.
Do you know what, Mayego? Let me tell you something today.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
You see, their first approach now will be when they see that, oh, this thing is going on, then they will now send their tout outside. That is the reason why in the same country, people like Koko Saria supposed to have been arrested. That is an attempt to kill.
Yes,
where you break bottle on someone's head.
Attempted murder.
Yes.
An intention to harm.
Exactly, and it's not arrested.
Exercise their constitutional right. That is
exactly
an attempted murder.
Exactly, it's untouchable.
Don't wait till the murder happen. Don't wait till the killings happen.
Exactly, but because they are working for them, that is why you see Babajide Otitoju of TVC saying on TV that no Nigerian army can stand Koko Saria because they know he has a gun. So you know that Koko Saria has a gun. And you are saying it on TV that because Koko Saria has a gun, no Nigerian military would dare approach him.
Try to touch him.
Because he has a gun. So you people, you know they have guns, You are the ones supplying them.
I call them legal terrorists. Because if you look at the history of Boko Haram, they were actually part and parcel of Borno State politics, right? They were part and parcel. They were youths. They were mobilized for election. After election, Alimadu Sheriff actually appointed Mohammed Yusuf as a special advisor on youth matter into his government.
Exactly.
Then after that, something happened. They set him, or what they said that he's working against Alimadu Sheriff. Then the police arrested him. What happened after? They tied his hand, tied his leg. They shot him. They killed him and said he was escaping from them. How could somebody you tie his hand, tie his leg, trying to escape? That was what exactly Boko Haram today.
Exactly.
So
they now brought the same idea to the Southwest. They brought the same idea to the Southwest.
Yes. If tomorrow they pick MC, pick Koko Zaria, shoot them, all these will disband them. They may move to Epe, they may move to any other places and regroup with all their guns, everything, and begin to terrorize and kidnap. It's not different.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, they are government terrorists, legalized terrorists. So yeah, they can have guns.
So our Yoruba ta wa lórí problem ẹjọ ẹ kọṣà ẹ record ibi bàbá yẹn kẹ máa jù sí wọn tó bá sọ pé wọ́n ṣe pé if you say I'm raising cost on him, that's his own problem. You and that baba you can go settle am. Where do I go? Let's continue.
You have a good one. Okay, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you so much, sir. Now, that's another caller there. I have just about half an hour to go, 30 minutes. If you want to be part of this, it is ideal for you to use the number on your screen. You may be kind of speaking with me in no time. Or if you are not trying to call in, okay, just check. Have you really liked the broadcast? Is your own like of showing up there? If it is not, please do, okay? I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Maegun. Wagbayi. Torí tí wọ́n ó enlighten wa ni ẹni tó gbọ́ ó rí educator rẹ̀ ẹni tó tún ṣe ó tún educate àwọn ará ilé ẹni bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó ti kọ́kọ́ play. So anybody tó bá listen, if you call, if you don't get through, we all go through the same thing. That makes me happy that many of you are calling as well. Thank you very much for calling, for taking my call, Maegun. Oṣé Ọlọ́run àkọlá ọmọ ẹ̀. Torí ó tiẹ̀ play kíní kan lọ́sàn ìtúnú mi dùn bọ̀bọ̀ Port Harcourt bọ̀bọ̀ ọjọ́ ẹ̀ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé Nigeria didn't start in Lagos and it's not going to end. Ọlọ́wọ́ mo máa èmi kan máa jó ń bí báyìí and at the same thing nǹkan tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí tún sọ yìí pé kíní àfáàmà mú ìdí yẹn kí wọ́n máa play fún wọn àwa ti ń sẹ̀nẹ̀ sí wọn láti pẹ́. For me, I'm a Muslim. I'm a generation Yami. I'm a generation Babami. I'm proud to say I'm a Lagosian, and I will never stand with Tinubu. Because you go where you're there. And when Lomi gbogbo àwọn so ní nǹkan tó ń play tí gbogbo tó yí àwọn ọmọ Èkó. Àwọn náà máa ń gbọ́ ṣú ẹ o. Àwọn bọ́ba kú tó fẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan fúnra. Àwọn gbọ́ ṣú ẹ o. Àwọn gbóhùn yẹn o. So ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ jọ nítorí Ọlọ́run inú mi dùn pé tẹ̀ máa ń gbọ́ Maegun. Ẹ tún máa gbọ́ o ṣe rí nǹkan tó ń plan fún yẹn destruction ni ó kó parun lẹ́gbọ́n Tinubu ń kó wa lọ. Ìgbà téèyàn ń sọ lórí national TV ipe èèyàn kan níbọn ju àmì lọ kí là ń play am fún àwọn ọmọ wa kí là ń play fún ọmọ wa Koko Zaria ó ṣe anything ọ̀nà làbí tó ti wá àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Tajudeen ọmọ ìyá Pama wà láìtàláì tó bá dójú ẹ̀ wọ́gán máa sáré ni. Ó máa sáré ni mo mọ ibi tó máa sáré gbà ó lè bẹ́yàn 50 jà àwọn tó kó dání ìbọn tẹni tẹ bá yìnbọn sókè ẹ̀ lè yìnbọn sókè ní lọ́nà làkódé dùmọ̀tà ó máa sáré ni kò tí ì dojú ẹ̀ ni èmi gan fóun lẹ̀ fún yín bíbá ẹ̀ ni ẹ máa sáré tó bá dẹ̀ yẹ pé bíbá ẹ̀ náà lẹ máa kó kíní máa bọ̀ ẹ máa kó bọ́ London mt mẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa kó bọ́ bíbá yìí ẹ máa kó bọ́ Dustin ẹ ṣáà mọ bẹ ẹ máa kó bọ ńbẹ olúkálùkù kò tí ì dojú ẹ ní Maegun Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run á dó tiẹ̀ àwọn ọlọ̀tẹ̀ ọ ń gbọ́ kíní ẹ̀mí kan sọ fún ẹ lọ́sàn-án yìí ni wọ́n máa ń gbọ́ bọ́ọ̀ tí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sí kíní àwọn náà àwọn ará Èkó àwọn ọmọ Èkó yẹn wọ́n máa ń gbọ́ kíní yìí wọ́n máa ń gbọ́ máa fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ so kọ́ máa gbọ́ inú mi dùn kan gbọ́ ni Ọlọ́run kó yí yín lọ́kàn padà ni kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ bẹ́ anybody jà kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ confront anybody peaceful rally ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe why are you paro kí ló dé jẹ́ kí n paro kò sẹ́nìkan tó ní kí tẹnìkan bàjẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n Akeem Davis
àwọn èèyàn bàjẹ́ àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ sọ pé òkè àwọn ò gbà mọ́ ẹni pé rọ́kọ́ fòkọ́ níṣó.
àwọn tó ti ń gbowó ojú ìta àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n Akeem Davis dà lẹ́nìí àríyá pákó dà lẹ́nìí gbogbo wọn ti lọ kó nǹkan kan lọ ìwọ kan ló máa wá sọ pé kinní kan ni ẹ kò tí ì dojú ẹ ní Nàìjíríà ò da ìlú wo ò da ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń sọ pé kinní kò sí nǹkan kan ìwọ jẹun yó ọmọ your neighbor dà fún ìtì ńkọ́ ọmọ ṣúwọ́ bá jẹun yó lọ́nà là ọmọ Griffith tó ti jẹun yó ńkọ́ àbọ̀ ọmọ ìbútẹ́ ẹlẹ́fun tó ti jẹun yó ńkọ́ ẹ wá sọ pé bàbá kan sọ pé ni ṣé àwọn bàbá ti wá lọ gbowó lọ gbowó níwájú ilé Alhaji Daudu ni.
owó oúnjẹ ńlé èèyàn kan rí ni.
gbowó ní àwọn bàbá wò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ why are you implementing that one. ọmọ bá ní àtọ̀rọ̀ bọ́ọ̀sì fún àjàgbá gbogbo wa lọ́mọ Èkó o ò lè pààyàn lẹ́ẹ̀mejì ó máa pààyàn lẹ́ẹ̀kan ni èèyàn mélòó tí wàá parí ńlẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀ ọ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ní orí national TV kó o níbọn inú ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń dùn ọ́n pè lọ́mọ olè ó dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ jó ìwọ́gàn ṣọ́mọ Èkó tá a bá tú gbogbo ẹ̀fọ́ ṣọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ibìkan lọ́ ti wá àwọn bàbá yín ti wá tó bá ń ṣọdún níbo lẹ́yìn tí máa ń lọ ṣọdún.
Kwara ni.
so wọ́n máa ń lọ ṣọdún bì kan níbọ̀ gbogbo wa ní Yorùbá láì kankan náà là ń sọ ọmọ Èkó ní gbogbo wa we are all one ẹ jẹ́ ká unite mọ́ kínní ìlú ò dá ìlú wo ò dá let's say the truth ibi tẹ́ ti ń jẹ ni but at the same time ní mú nǹkan kan lọ. Mayegun sure sir thank you very much for your thing o ẹlòmíì máa ń gbọ́ kí n tó bá náà pè pọ́n gẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀. Please call back again. You could call another day. Please, I'm very happy that you say you don't get through. Me too, I've already called like 5 times or 7 times before I get through now. But I keep on calling.
Thank you so much, sir.
So try your luck.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one. Nice one.
God bless you.
Yes,
sir.
one.
Yeah. Baba is from Isaleko himself, is from Lagos. And that's him just speaking directly to MC Koko Zaria, telling them that whatever it is now that they think they are enjoying, it's actually not a thing of pride. But if the whole thing, if the shit hit the fan, if the Kasala boss finally, how many can they really kill? That the whole world knows that you have guns more than the army. It is not a pride, it's not a flex. But if the people says they are tired, they want to stand out, you should let them go out there and do what they want to do. They say peacefully, then let them go out there and do what they want to do. Threatening them and doing all of these things, right? Don't worry. Your cup will be full, all of them. Your cups will be full one of these days. You can feed, you can cook for a whole street. And it may not even be enough. But if the whole street decide to cook for you, then you probably will understand the difference as well, right? I mean, you will understand the difference. That's what he said. Thank you so much, Baba. Now, I have just about 20 minutes to go. I'll keep reminding you. That's what I do. 20 minutes to go, and that will be us this afternoon. But I have another caller. Hello there.
Good afternoon, Mayegun.
Good afternoon, sir. Adeza.
Adeza from Edinburgh. Yes, sir.
It is in. How are you this morning? Adeza from Edinburgh.
Yes. Thank God. Well, I thank God that Nigerians are gradually overcoming their fears.
Gradually, exactly.
Gradually overcoming their fear, because fear itself is a torment. That is the thing that someone that's already down has nothing to fear. Understand? The people who are to fear are the people who have stolen Nigerian money, bought several cars and buildings, home and abroad. They have a lot to lose. All right? Like what the security agencies are doing, it shows they are not paying allegiance to Constitution. Rather, the individuals that are leaders in Nigeria, they are not defending the Constitution. The army who cannot fight the insurgents in Nigeria, the police who cannot fight the insurgents in Nigeria, the DSS who cannot fight the insurgents in Nigeria, now they are now taking harassing civilians for saying that the leader are not treating them fine. No. You can see how it be. And to make the matter worse, we have more even military that are even dying of this insurgency than the civilians. But they don't look it that way. As far as the people on top, they have money. Most of the big buildings in Nigeria, estate and plaza, are owned by military men.
Yeah.
I can tell you that
defense budget.
I have a very privileged opportunity while I was in Nigeria. I think I just left Nigeria almost 3 years now. So I know even where we live in the north, most of the high-brow area, the building there are owned by the military. The money meant for the training of the junior worker, they divert it to build houses and the rest of them, buy cars and to their concubines and the rest of them.
So they give themselves title general. People will not fight anyone.
So they are not doing anything, and they are eating and becoming fat and getting big belly like a pregnant women. Understand? They are not doing anything. When Nigeria now say this is not good, they will now be harassing the Nigerians who are saying
talking about national security.
Are not going well. Militaries, armies are killed anyhow by the insurgency. Police are killed, and the rest of them. They don't declare war against those people.
No.
But when civilians say these things that are going on is not good, they will now declare war against the civilians. I just pray that this protest we understand, though there are a lot of threats, even some gullible religious leaders who are now coming to say they should give the Tinubu time. This is what
people say they want to see what he is doing. Don't just come and tell us that he's doing something. We want to see it. Let him even tell people what he is really doing. Let them look into it and all of that. He's not doing anything that he's planning to destroy their lives.
During Buhari, this is what they said. Give him time 1 year ago.
God bless you, Adisa. People that told people that should be patient with Buhari for 8 years. That his result will come. His result will come. Now they are the same people telling you to be patient with thiefnubu. You go believe them.
The result come now. The result is negative. Is either positive or negative result.
So it's up to everybody who wants to believe them at your own peril. But for those who don't believe them, let them go out there and challenge them. Approved.
My brother, if somebody is taking a decision, a wise and reasonable man, without even a prophet, you know where that person will land. From the beginning of this administration, it's a continuation of APC. Buhari Tinubu is no novice about what happened during Buhari.
Exactly.
Because he was the national leader.
He's not unaware of what was going on in Nigeria then. So why is everybody pretending as if to say, oh, he wasn't part of it? He was part of it.
He was part of it. He might not be a signatory to anything, understand? But if it is a good leader, he's supposed to have learned from the fall of Buhari. And if it's a good leader that have knowledge, as a national leader of the party, he should have supported the party to succeed. Yes, you don't have anything to do. Since they came, they've been depleting Nigeria economy. The treasury has been depleted.
34 trillion debt in 1 year. 34 trillion.
So, when some gullible religious leader come and begin to say, let's do down, like I was listening to this thing you play about Asari Dokubo. It's a man of double standard. Maybe Tinubu have given him something.
So cringy to watch.
The person have been accusing all this while. What have they done that has changed your mind in these few days?
No, Uju Kennedy behind him. Uju was sharing money in his local government area, so they brought him. They brought him there to come and speak to the people. So of course they are not just going to bring him there. You know what I mean? So yeah, Uju Kennedy was there.
But you're going to be very frank with you here. You don't grow economy by giving people money.
No.
I don't tell people, at least by all my knowledge, I read economics in the university. I studied finance in my master's.
Bless you.
Understand? You don't give people money by growing economy. We have iron and steel complex in Itapi. We have a Jakuta. We have Nike. We have Nike that are there. All those things that support. These are the things that can grow the economy, not by giving individual billion and trillion.
If Port Harcourt refinery actually works at full capacity, Warri refinery full capacity. You see, Port Harcourt refinery with 150,000 or so capacity, right? We generate over 300 megawatt electricity. That 300 plus another 45 megawatt electricity in Warri. Those two alone, right, will give the entire Niger Delta region, the entire eastern part of Nigeria, it will give them 24 hours electricity a day. Those regions alone.
And it will
imagine the job that can create. Just imagine that. Apart from them refining crude oil that Nigeria is buying cheaper, right? The petrol, it will also generate electricity. It's like a multifaceted, or no?
Yeah.
You would rather put the money in Malta.
Part of the thing I am expecting the convener of this thing is that though there are certain demand that cannot be met within 1 month, 2 months, at least within 6 months, we want to see this thing happen. So thing we want to see it happen.
Yes.
If it didn't happen, we come back to the suit again, like the refineries supposed to be in the next month. We want to see those refineries working.
You get
understand? Yes, we want to solve our people because when those things, it has a multiplier effect to the economy.
That's what I'm saying to people that see, they may tell you that protest doesn't work. It's because you are not setting your priorities. Stop shouting I'm hungry and this. List your demand. There are some of them that cannot be met, but leave them there. I mean, they cannot be met right away. There are those ones that are like with immediate effect. They are just pronouncements. It will change everything.
My God, no, I used to tell you that they have no power. You see how they are running up and down, but you see,
they're so confused. Look at them.
They don't have power. Me and you get power past them.
Now people don't know.
Tell you the truth. People don't know now. Even look how they are running head calling religious leaders to and the rest of them.
So accusing this, accusing that, appearing scared on TV. Sometimes they will be shouting. You say, what are you doing?
Know that they are this. They are scared because the power belongs to the people. Power belongs to the people.
And they will rather not see them use it.
That this particular Martin Luther Jr. normally quote you say that no slave master voluntarily allowed the slave to go.
Never.
Until the slave demand for it. Now, Nigerians are demanding for their rights now. Even if you cannot change everything now, within a short while, if we want to give them as a target, they couldn't make it. We'll come back again. By the time we do it 3 times, we will pull them out.
So people should stop thinking that everything is not possible. It is not possible. I said the only reason why this is not going to happen is when people doesn't really rise up. If people rise up on that 1st of August, right? If I come here and share the first video with all of you, now go tell me, see my be like say don't cook finally now. The only thing that will save the is when people doesn't rise, except that. And I don't see them not doing so. I don't see it.
We can't change everything the same day, but we will start. Let's start from somewhere. From there, we continue until we get to the type of country we want. These people, they have no idea. We want to see a working institutions. Understand? Okay, I just hear you. I don't know if it's true that Senator Mbad died in one of the hospitals in London.
It's true. He died in London.
Okay, we don't have hospital in Nigeria. Understand? Nigeria, no hospital. If you have emergency, there's no place you can go. No, everything just down. So I just want to encourage Nigerians not to give up.
Don't give up.
Understand? In this court, no matter who is speaking negative outside there, let's start. They say a journey of a man begin with a step. Understand?
Yeah.
Let's begin with this step and see how far it will go. Yeah, thank you, my brother.
God bless you so much, dear brother. Okay. I want voice that tells people that yes, it's not going to be easy. Yes, these guys are paranoid and panicky. Yes, they are spreading fear mongering. But the question is, should any of this actually stop you from standing up against all they have done to you in the last 9 years? Should all of this threat and all of that fear mongering stop you? Now only you feel stop you. Hello there.
Hello, my Baba.
Hello, sir. How are you?
This is the first time caller. My name is Lawrence.
Sir Lawrence from.
I'm calling from Ireland.
From Ireland. That's Sir Lawrence from Ireland. Ireland, a first-time caller. It's such a pleasure to have you on today, sir. Please.
Yeah, I've always been on your show, but I just decided to call in today. Following the trend in Nigeria, I just want to tell the people that they should not give in. You know, when Buhari came in, they said the same thing. They said we should give Buhari time. Yes. Give him time and give him time. All his policies will come to fusion. They lied.
They did.
Yes, now they've started The same thing. Give Tinubu time. Give him time. It's all a lie. They'll keep on deceiving and deceiving and deceiving. The people need to take that country or break that contraption. That's my advice. Thank you
so much, man. Thank you very much for adding your voice set today. It's so important. You see all these voices, they have loads and loads of them out there that they have paid to tell you not to be part of it, to tell you that those asking you to stand up and reject this hardship, they are trying to kill you. But guess what? They would rather you die quietly, in hunger, die quietly, while they continue to give themselves, pat on the back, award for doing so well in changing your lives. Are you not seeing it? I've seen enough. Now I'm going to take my last call now. Thank you so much, Lawrence. Enough that Lawrence just added his voice. Not much, but very powerful. So that saves us an extra space for another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Mayegun. This is Olushola from Seychelles.
Yes, sir. That's the next from Seychelles. Please, sir.
Yeah. So I've been following the trend, and you see, it's like I said the other time, it's human nature to actually fear when you want to start any great venture. Because the fear is normal. But like one of the callers said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step.
That's right, sir.
Now, on that August 1, once the first step, once that first fear has been conquered. And what is fear? False expression appearing real.
God bless you.
It's actually false expression appearing real.
Expression appearing real.
Fear. So the question is, when not everybody will join.
Not everybody. People should know that. Not everybody is going to join. But the stable number
skepticism is normal. Skepticism is normal, but some have this certainty. But what we should not give credence to is outright pessimism. We should not just give that negative vibes and say, it's not going to work. We are helping them.
Yeah. Exactly.
So some people are being paid humongous money to spread this, and you are doing their actual job for free of charge. Are you mad? Are you stupid?
Ask them. Because every time you use your space to say it's a waste of time, it's not going to work.
No.
Choosing a date. Who plan a protest by choosing a date? Some of you don't know that they pay people to say these things. But when you do it,
you
are doing it for free.
I want to ask them, on which side are you on?
Exactly.
Now, it is better you don't even say anything for you to start to put cold water on the hearts of people that are ready to do this.
God will take his time to help me bless you, sir. But continue.
It is better if you don't say anything. Let's continue to give them the positive vibes.
Yes.
This can be done. Give them that positivity. It can be done. You can take your country back.
Yes.
You have no other choice. There is nothing like dialogue. It is stupidity. They will give you the stupid nonsense that they gave us during Buhari. Give them time. Give them this. All those things are nonsense. So if you don't take it now,
give them time. While you are watching them, right? Increase their own salaries, budget this and that for themselves. Go out there and borrow money that they will spend. But you should give us time. Like
it doesn't make any sense. And what I tell people is, if economic profligacy by these fools do not burn Nigeria, protests will not burn Nigeria. If buying a yacht for 5 billion does not burn Nigeria, protests will not burn Nigeria. If repairing Shetima's house for 21 billion does not burn Nigeria, protests will not burn Nigeria. If spending 150 billion on one stupid presidential jet is not burning Nigeria, then protests will not burn Nigeria. So do not let anybody just bamboozle you and just walk cold eyes into your mind. This is what you have to do.
It has to be done.
You must do this. You must take your country back.
Yes.
And we in the diaspora, we are behind you.
Solidly.
There will be people, there will be naysayers, there will be people, there will be abobakus, there will be ronukus. They have always been there.
They've always been.
If you remember during Abacha period, there is this youth honestly has for Abacha led by one Kano or something. So
Daniel
they
Kano,
always,
I think it's
Daniel Kano. Yeah. We always
so
be
where
there.
is it today?
Yeah, that's the
Where
question.
Is Abacha?
So once we unite together, all those forces, even the people that are skeptical, people that are pessimists, once they see the force of the people, they are going to join us.
And now?
They will align. Many people will align. It's just the fear. Fear. But the question is, you have to face your fear in this life. Nothing good comes easy.
Thank you
Nothing
so much.
good comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. So that's just my own piece.
God bless you, Jare. Your
This economic profligacy, if economic profligacy do not burn the country, do not let anybody bamboozle you that your protest will burn the country. Protest will repair the country.
Thank you, sir.
I think with that I'll be taking my leave. Yeah, thank you for what you do. Yeah, okay, yeah, bye-bye. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sending word to everyone around there, okay? It's brilliant. You get that? If spending 90 billion on arch, 21 billion on house, 19 billion on renovation of houses, 58 billion on cars, 5 billion on yacht. What else is there again? If all these things didn't burn Nigeria, your protest will only fix it. It won't burn it. Do not believe them. Get yourselves ready. And remember, all the kits and gears you need going out there, please do not be deceived that they won't want to try any nonsense. Get yourselves ready. Form a group. Do not leave the procession. If you are joining any group anywhere for any protest, do not leave that procession, okay? Do not leave that group. There are people that are going to be targeting you and, just to harm you. They have told us that. Do not go anywhere alone, okay? The moment you are out there, protect yourselves. Identify yourselves the moment you begin to see strange faces, strange people who are never really part of you from the start, and begin to incite people. Do not fight them, capture them, tie their hands, tie their legs. It is called citizen arrest. And if the police care, they can come and take them. If they don't care, tie their hands, tie their legs, and leave them on the roadside. Somebody else will take them later. These are those they want to send into your midst. Don't fight them. Overpower them. Arrest them. The police will likely look away. So therefore, go around with the rope. Let people have a bag of rope. When you see all this miscreant they are sending, rush them, cycle them. Okay? Once the rest run away, the ones you capture, tie their hands, tie their legs, okay? Tie it to their neck like goats. Leave them on the roadside, by the roadside, and continue your procession. That's my advice. Get your gas mask. So if you know you have if you have any health condition, okay, when you get to the mobilization ground, approach the health workers there. The health workers there and tell them about your underlying health condition. In case of emergency, they can easily know how to deal with you. I am saying all of this because they are so important. You are going to have ambulances. You are going to have doctors. You are going to have nurses. You're going to have provisions of, food, drink, music. Don't let anybody tell you that a protest doesn't need a sound. It does. A protest is an expression that says we are shutting things down and we'll do so peacefully here until our demands are met. You will inconvenience a lot of people. That's part of it too. Bring your music, bring your sound, bring your food, bring your soft drink, These are normal, but do not lose focus. Do not lose focus on the ball. If you think you deserve better, then you have to demand for better. And there is no slave master that willingly or would willingly free their own slave. You have to fight for your freedom. Remember that. And thank you so much, everyone, for your time this afternoon. You can still like this broadcast if you haven't. I am going to see you later again this evening. Yes, and there is a replay from last night that will be coming up in the next few minutes. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and happy weekend.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Mayegun diary politico.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary na him be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbẹ́ni má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbẹ́ni má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.